Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to tonight's presentation of Crusader Sports Network. I'm Will Turboff, joined by Landon Foltz. Landon, it is a great night here at Strike Jesuit. They're going to be playing it right behind us. You can see the live feed of Clay Stadium as your Strike Jesuit Fighting Crusaders will take on the Dekaney Wildcats tonight. Second home game of the season, dropped the first one to Dekaney's district rival Westfield just a couple weeks ago. But Strike Jesuit looked good last week, and they're looking to come back and get the first win of the season. Landon, what have you seen from this team in the last couple weeks?
In our first game, I definitely saw some marks of rustiness. But during the last week, we had an extremely close game. It was one score, and Strike Jesuit did have a good chance to get the ball back in the last possession. But I do think we definitely showed a lot of promise last week, and I feel that we have a good chance to win the game this week.
Yeah, last week, the game against Sea King, which was on the road, so we didn't broadcast that one. The final score, 35-27. Sea King is a really good team. Some would say they're better than the team that the Crusaders played on week one, which I said was Westfield. But what an incredible game for not only Bryce Fusick, but one of his receivers, Leland Smith. Talk to me a little bit about this game.
Yeah, Leland had 10 catches for 210 yards and 2 touchdowns. I was there taking photographs, actually, so I got to see and photograph some of his amazing catches. I think him and Bryce definitely have a chance to make some good connections this week as well, and I'm looking forward to seeing it.
Yeah, Bryce Fusick, young quarterback. He's a junior. We don't see too many junior quarterbacks in Strike Jesuit. Football likes to go with, leadership, seniors, but Bryce Fusick has a lot of talent. We're seeing it develop already. I saw him out there on the field a little bit earlier on today. He's pumped for this game, and he said he's going to get 500 yards tonight. Lennon, do you think he can do that?
It's definitely a possibility. He was at about 300 last week, and we're at home. He's got a big crowd for him tonight. I think he's definitely going to be excited, and we've got a good receiving core too, as well as our running backs catching passes, so I think he can do it. Yeah,
on the other side, Dekaney has definitely struggled on defense to start off the year. 41-6 loss against Klein Oak in week one, and then 65-7 against Summer Creek. So the Strike Jesuit defense has struggled, and the offense struggled in week one. But if there's going to be a week that Bryce Fusick is going to throw for 500 yards, it may be this one. Finishing off non-district games, what does this team have to work on?
Like you said, our defense, especially against the past, hasn't been great. I feel like we have a full week, of course, to improve that before we go into our district games. Offensive-wise, there could be some better protection for Bryce. He's still having to do some scrambling as he has been the past couple of years. But I think that's definitely been worked on a lot, and I feel like we have a good chance of winning some district games.
Yeah, you put Bryce Fusick in some varsity play, and he's had to do just about everything, with Joel Crawford out to start off the year, and Devin Baylor, who was the backup in week one, tearing his MCL. The rushing game has really been a problem. They were actually in negative yards last week, so it'll be extremely interesting to see what Coach Vikoch, Coach Allman, and the entire coaching staff has cooked up for this week, because they want to find a star and they want to find someone that is ready, willing, and able to take over for the Crusaders.
We do have Giacomo Valente, who is a junior this year. He definitely showed some promise last year on JV, but he, of course, hasn't gotten a lot of playing time this year yet. But I feel like he's got a good chance this week, especially if we have improved some blocking, and he'll definitely be getting the ball a lot.
Well, we've talked about the running game, and you talked about the receiving core a little bit earlier on. Will Taylor, Holden Maples, Leland Smith, like you said. And on the tight end side, not only do we have Chico Holt, but Thomas Jewett. And I got a chance to talk with Thomas Jewett on this last episode of 50 Yards. So let's send it to that right now. Welcome to Season 2, Episode 2 of 50 Yards. I am joined by senior tight end Thomas Jewett. Thomas, let's go ahead and kick this off. What would you say that your favorite class you've ever taken at Strike Jesuit is?
I gotta say America at War with Coach Clemens. That'd be really fun.
You started being recruited a few months ago. When did it kind of hit that this was really going to be a process that you were going through?
It kind of hit right when 7-on-7 season started, and I had coaches reaching out for film and everything, and it was kind of surreal, but that was kind of when I really knew it was starting to hit and I was starting to get highly recruited.
Yeah, you changed your number from 81 to 18. What's that all about?
The jerseys are a little big, so I had to go down a size, so nobody can rip them, so now it's a little tighter.
Last one right here. Who's the funniest guy in the locker room?
Gotta say, Chico Ho can make anybody laugh.
Yeah, we just saw Chico celebrating down there, and that's going to do it for this episode of 50 Yards. I'm Will Turboff. That's Thomas Jewett, and we'll see you on the next Shed episode.
Well, Thomas was a fun guest to have on. He's committed to Sam Houston State. Like I said, just a great overall guy in my class. I've known him for now the last 3 years, which is hard to believe. This team has a lot of chemistry, and they do on the defensive side of things, too. Talk about some of the stars on that side of the ball.
Well, I think our cornerbacks definitely are improving this year. Last year, we had a lot of them go to college, of course. We do have some good linebackers as well. I know we have...
Jordan Hebert is a guy that's been stepping up. I knew that was on the tip of your tongue right there. Week 1, I was in the booth commentating with our play-by-play guy tonight, Thomas Hatfield, and Jordan Hebert, a name that I hadn't even heard of coming into the game, just all over the field. So not only Hebert, but Craig Royal and Evan Ford really stepping up so far this season on the secondary. And like you said, the linebackers are just incredible. We saw a couple of sophomores even get in the mix on week 1. So it'll be really interesting to see what they can do in this game against Westfield. And now we're going to send it down to Thomas Hatfield and Jackson Amorosa down at Clay Stadium.
Hello and a warm welcome to you from Clay Stadium at Straight Jesuit, where today your Straight Jesuit Fighting Crusaders take on the Wildcats of Dekaney in the final non-district game of the regular season. Hello everybody, I am Thomas Hatfield, joined by Jackson Amorosa. And Jackson, it's time for a really good game. Last warm-up before non-district play, what do you think about this one?
Yeah, you know, the last 2 games have been very exciting. We've learned a lot about this young team, especially the junior quarterback, Bryce Fusick, who's going out with a very strong receiving core led by Leland Smith, who in that last game caught for over 200 yards, had a ridiculous night, and then followed up by Thomas Jewett, who's already committed to Sam Houston State University. And then, you know, the defense has had its struggles, but it's definitely been improving, and I think we're going to see a really strong football team tonight, and it's going to give us a lot of promise going into district play.
Because he knows what we need even before we do. We know the Holy
And as you can see on the field right now, they're saying kind of a special prayer. So while that is happening, we will let you hear that.
To which you summon us. We ask that you give what you command and command what you will. Light our hearts on fire to do all things for your greater glory. Amen.
And now it's time for the national anthem.
Under the field direction of drum majors Abby Fiedler, Sophia Shera, and Tori Hollaback. Band directors are Mr. Jesus Pacheco and Dr. Teron Ware.
And a great rendition right there of the national anthem by our band here at Straight Jesuit. Quite a patriotic game here tonight, given the gruesome anniversary tomorrow and the theme tonight being red, white, and blue. I would expect quite a few USA chants tonight, Jackson.
Yeah, so, it's definitely, tomorrow commemorates the 20th anniversary of 9/11, so, the school's very patriotic, and I think, like you said, there's going to be a lot of USA chants, and we have a pretty packed house in the student section, so it should be fun. Hopefully you'll get to hear a little bit of that and enjoy the energy tonight.
As you can see now in the middle of the field, opening coin toss taking place, and we are about set to get underway here in this one. Should be a pretty good one. Straight Jesuit wins the opening coin toss, and they have elected to receive the ball to start this one.
And interesting to notice, it looks like Joel Crawford is not suited up to play tonight, still recovering from an injury, so it'll be interesting to see who's going to take the majority of the carries. I suspect it to be juniors tonight, Giacomo Valente, and maybe even Grant Jackson, or senior Jake Foster to be taking the carries. But, in the last few games, we've definitely seen Bryce Fusick be able to move out of the pocket. What do you think of his improvisation skills?
Well, from the game that I watched him on the last 2 weeks ago against Westfield, he did a good job getting out of the pocket and really finding those passes downfield, although he did have issues of kind of forcing his passes. However, given his performance last week against C.E. King, throwing for over 300 yards and 3 touchdowns, it seems like he may have alleviated and been working on that issue.
Yeah, definitely. Part of the offensive strategy this year is definitely letting it fly, and we've seen him thrown a lot of passes. And, he's only had 1 interception over the last 2 games, and it was on kind of a deflected pass in the first game. But other than that, he's kept it clean.
Opening kickoff, here we go. Kickoff time 7:03, and off we go on the final non-district game of the season. Bryce Lanier lets it bounce for a touchback, and out comes Bryce Fusick. A lot of expectations saddled on him, only got a few touches last year, but still nonetheless quite talented.
Yeah, definitely. Like we've been saying, he was great in the last 2 games. Definitely, needs some room for improvement, but I think, he's a good adapter, and he knows what's expected of him, and he knows, he has to lead this team to victory tonight.
First down and 10, empty backfield, 4 wideouts. Snap, Fusick steps up in the pocket, and he will be sacked there by number 44, Christian Nwosu, the sophomore defensive lineman.
Yeah, and that's rough to start the game. The offensive line has been a little shaky in the last 2 games. Definitely got to tighten it up. But what do you think? It seemed like he really spent some time in that pocket. You want to see him let go of it a little bit earlier tonight.
Yeah, definitely. Now out of the shotgun, again a 4 wideout set with a runner in the backfield. Looking, and he's got Leland Smith, and that will be a gain of a couple. And you know that Bryce Fusick is going to be targeting Leland Smith a lot in this one, given the performance he had last week.
Yeah, definitely a good little pickup there. Looks like they're pushing the pace here right back to the shotgun.
Yeah, getting that hurry-up offense going. Stepping up in the pocket, and he's got Bryce Lanier, and he's got an opening, but he'll be dragged down there. Nice tackle by Ty Morris, but that will be good for a Straight Jesuit first down.
Yeah, that was a really good pass right over the middle, found Bryce Lanier, and Bryce isn't necessarily the biggest guy out there, but he's so shifty, so elusive, and you saw him almost break through that tackle, and if he did, oh man, he would have been gone.
If you have seen Bryce's Instagram or both Bryce's Instagrams, then you would know that the two have a great connection through their 7-on-7 team. Handoff up the middle to Giacomo Valente, running out of the fullback position there from the gun, and he will lose a few yards there, it looked like.
Yeah, it looked like he lost about a yard. And again, the rushing has been a little bit of a struggle over the last 2 games, but, definitely got to, pick that up if they want to win this game tonight.
2nd down and 10. The Crusaders only a handful of yards away from getting into Wildcat territory. Snap back to Fusick. Screen pass over to Will Taylor. And he will gain a few yards there, but a few people came over in on the tackle, including Brandon Joseph, the linebacker number 4.
Bryce Fusick has already targeted 3 receivers tonight, in this first drive, and, that just shows the weapons he has in the receivers, and should be fun to see him throw it around tonight.
But you can't help but think that they will be favoring the pass game tonight, given their situation at running back.
Yeah, no, definitely. Although I think it is important to see if the ground game can work a little bit, because if the defense expects you to pass, they're going to put more people in the secondary. So you got to definitely be, pretty. Oh, it looks like it's a big penalty. I saw someone on the Straight Jesuit team running off the field late. Might have been a little bit of personnel confusion there. Yeah,
we'll see. And the flag is on the field. I expect this to be delay of game on the Crusaders, or maybe 12 men on the field this time.
Yeah, it looks like this penalty will go.
And it was 12 men on the field as Giacomo could not get off the field in time. So now it will be 3rd down and 14 from the Crusaders' 45-yard line.
Yeah, and that's really, really going to be difficult tonight. You got to really limit the penalties, because this right now sets up a very long 3rd down.
Holden Maples in motion, getting back, good pressure. And that is incomplete. Leland Smith kind of had to save the ball from being intercepted there. Almost made a nice catch there, but good effort there by Leland Smith.
Yeah, it looked like Bryce just didn't get it quite to the outside of Leland Smith. Leland kind of had to play quarterback there, make sure it didn't get picked off, and he did a good job. And it looks like they're going to bring out the punt team.
Max Castellanos coming out for his first punt of the night. Last time we were on broadcast, Crusaders did quite a lot of punting. Hopefully they will not be doing so much of that this time, they hope. Good kick there by Castellanos. And they will let it roll.
Wow.
And a great bounce there.
Wow.
And a great down by Gabe Heisig. Down at the 6-yard line. A great defensive cover there by Gabe Heisig.
Yeah, that was textbook. One thing that you might, not consider is the impact of the special teams tonight. Doing the little things can add up, and now they pin the Wildcats back. But, Thomas, what do you think that first drive? Any takeaways?
Well, I would say about that first drive is that I think that the Crusaders did a nice job at moving the ball quickly, and Bryce Fusick did a good job of staying in the pocket, moving around, moving up in the pocket, and getting that ball away.
Yeah, definitely. So this is our first look at the Crusaders on defense.
And handoff there to Jalen Thompson, and he is gone.
Oh,
and
wow.
He will be dragged down inside the 15, down near the 10. And
wow.
That was a great run there by Jalen Thompson. The two-way player, running back and defensive back. Quite a bit of two-way players on this team.
Wow. And, you got to respect the hustle from Craig Royal there, number 1. He didn't give up on the play, and, who knows, now he gives his defense another chance to stop him right here. But
Davion Wilson hurrying up the offense to really catch those Crusaders players tired. And he will be dragged down at the 10, gain of only about a yard there, and it will be 2nd and about 9 to go.
Yeah, 2 straight runs for the Wildcats to set up a 1st and goal, or second down, sorry.
Second down and 9 from the 10. Snap. Wilson rolls out. Almost got the sack. He will have to roll, and incomplete. Caught out of bounds there by Jaleel Sanders, and it will be 3rd down and 9 from the 10.
Yeah, and it looked like Billy Van Pelt there almost got the sack, forced the QB out of the pocket, so did a good job putting the pressure, forcing the pass, and it was out of bounds.
Yeah, a few substitutions here. Marcus Monroe coming on. Out of the shotgun. Here we go. 3rd and 9 from the 10.
This is a
Wilson
big...
back, throwing, and over his head. That'll be incomplete. With that, they will force a field goal attempt here on 4th down and 9.
Wow, that was a big 3rd down stop. And you saw Ben Norvell, number 57, getting some pressure on the quarterback right as he threw. And you know, you just go back to Craig Royal there on that big run play where he chased down the runner. And now it sets up a field goal rather than a touchdown.
Even though the Wildcats will most likely be getting 3 points here, you got to give it to the Crusaders defense. They did a really good goal line stand.
Yeah, they were definitely caught off guard there by that 90-yard
line.
Oh!
Watch, and he is going down.
Wow.
And the Crusaders will get the ball back on a gaff there by Davion Wilson, the quarterback and the holder. And with that, the Crusaders will get the ball back on their own 22.
Wow, great recognizing that fake field goal. And it was Craig Royal again who was able to get in there and stop that. But great job by the Crusaders, and you know that ends up getting no points for the Wildcats. So here's Bryce Fusick once again.
Yeah, speeding up, trying to get out there quickly to catch that defense off guard. Pass there to Thomas Jewett. He will be down past the 25.
You know, and it's not just the wideouts here. Thomas Jewett is a great tight end, both blocking and receiving. Like I said earlier, he's committed to Sam Houston State University and going to continue playing there. But, you know, he's getting involved early.
The only Crusaders player on varsity that is currently committed right now. 2nd down and 5 from the 27. Fusick, play action, back to Holden Maples. And he'll get a bit of room there. And he will, looks like he got back to the line of scrimmage, maybe a yard or 2 past, but that will bring up 3rd down.
Good design play there to get Holden Maples involved in the backfield. Sets up a mid-range 3rd down play.
Yeah, no gain on the play, so it will be 3rd down and 5.
In the first drive here, this is where they got the penalty for the illegal substitution, so you got to make sure you play clean here and see if you can convert on this 3rd down to continue the drive.
Out of the shotgun, Valente in the backfield with Bryce Fusick. Here's the snap. Fusick, pass to Leland Smith, and he will fight for yards. He might have gotten a 1st down. We'll have to see it. It'll be
they are
really
moving
close.
the
and they will call that a 1st down.
They are
very,
moving
very
the chains.
Close.
Wow.
Could see Leland Smith really fighting for those extra yards there.
Yeah, definitely. And that was a contested catch that he had to pull down there. Already 2 receptions on the night.
And quick handoff there. Up the middle to Giacomo Valente. Looks like we'll be getting the bulk of the carries tonight. There was some speculation coming in.
Yeah, you know, with the 2 top people on the depth chart, Devin Baylor and Joel Crawford out tonight, you know, it's interesting to see who's going to take the majority of the carries. And like you said, it looks like Giacomo is going to be pulling the weight here on the ground.
Handoff again to Giacomo. He'll go up. And he gained about a yard or 2 back towards the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, it looks like the Crusaders are struggling a little bit to control that line of scrimmage and really open up holes for Giacomo. But I think, you know, if you continue to give the ball to Giacomo, I think he's a good enough running back to find those holes and see if he can slip through and get some yardage.
Actually lost a yard on the play, so now it will be 3rd and 8 from the 37-yard line of the Crusaders. Shotgun formation once again, 4 wideouts, 1 to the left, 3 to the right. Fusick rolls out to his right, throws, and that will be intercepted there by Jaden Robertson. And that is on Bryce Fusik's second interception of the season. Dekaney will get the ball back.
Yeah, it just looked like some miscommunication there. Leland Smith wasn't turned around, wasn't looking for the ball. Bryce Fusik threw it, and the cornerback was just there to make the play. Good tackle by Thomas Jewett, though, preventing the pick six. But the Strike Jesuit defense comes back out again to see if they can stop him once again.
Another example of Bryce Fusik really wanting to target Leland Smith, one of his favorite targets, but it didn't end up working out that time. So first down and 10 for the Wildcats at the Crusaders' 37-yard line. Timeout will be called here, looks like, by Dekaney. So, timeout called by Dekaney. First down and 10 from the Crusaders.
Looks like from the Crusaders' 37-yard line. So Thomas, what did you like about the Strike Jesuit defense on that first time that we saw them?
Well, the first and second times that we saw them out there, I really like their quick getting to the ball, really trying to wind down that defense. It's something that you often see at this level of the game, really trying to wear down the opposing defense and really get them tired early in the game. It really helps you if you want to put up points and get an early advantage. First down and 10. Wilson looking for a bubble screen, but instead went up for the interception, but it's caught, and that will be a touchdown. Ladarius Gatson goes in for the touchdown, and it is quickly 6 on the board for Dekaney.
Yeah, and you know the Strike Jesuit line got to the quarterback, but it was just a millisecond too late, and it looked like Evan Ford gambled on that interception, tried to snag it out of the air, but just, paid for it, and a great reception, and now sets up the extra point. Yeah, and see, you're watching the instant replay. That is a new feature for Crusader Sports Network. We're always trying to upgrade and bring you a better viewing experience, and we really want to thank those guys in the studio working hard right now.
Yeah, definitely putting in the work. Really, they're the men behind the broadcast that you see, as the extra point is good. So now it is quickly 7-0 right off the bat. One play drive there for Dekaney, 37 yards. And quickly, the Crusaders will get the ball back, but not in the right circumstance that they really wanted, coming off that last drive.
Yeah, and early in the game like this, you really got to be thinking next play, get to the next play. They've had some bad breaks here, but they have the stuff to go the distance here and get back into this ball game. It's still early. We're looking to go to work on this offensive possession.
Yeah, definitely. So the kicking team back out there for Dekaney. Receivers back deep. Bryce Lanier and Holden Maples back to return.
Kicker is getting set.
Looks like Enoch Gata out to kick off. 4 minutes, 40 seconds left in the first quarter. 7-0 Dekaney.
We'll see if Bryce Lanier or Holden Maples can get some yardage here.
Another good kick by them, and
wow.
Bryce Lanier will let that go out the back of the end zone for a touchback. So out comes the Crusaders offense for the third time. Both times they gave the ball away. First time on a punt, second time on an interception. They are hoping for much better results here this time around.
Yeah, definitely. They struggled to run the ball, only maybe picking up a few yards total in those two possessions. But here's Giacomo and Bryce Fusik again in the backfield.
Last drive, they really favored the run, as he will have to go to his right, throw down the field, and what a catch by Leland Smith, leaping in the air.
Wow.
And that will be a first down all the way down inside the 40. That will be at the Dekaney 36 as Fusick speeds up the offense.
Wow, what an athletic catch right there. You know, there was contact, went up, grabbed it.
Off to Will Taylor there, and he lost the ball.
Oh, he fumbled!
And it will be back to Dekaney again.
Wow.
So right after that catch, momentum immediately goes back to Dekaney, and nothing is really going right for the Crusaders right now.
Yeah, such a tough break there. But that catch, wow.
Will Taylor with the fumble, recovered there by Dekaney, and just like that, Dekaney is right back out there.
Yeah, look, good stop by Dekaney. Looked like they, got a good hit on Will Taylor there as he was spinning, and the ball just came out.
Handoff there to Jalen Thompson.
Oh!
And now another fumble.
Oh, no, they're going to call him down.
And they call him down. So that will be a loss of yardage there. You can see there on and actually maybe.
Yeah, we're looking at the replay right now. It does look like he was down before the ball came out, but it was definitely close.
Second and 18, huge loss of yards. And now some confusion with the quarterback, Davion Wilson. And another timeout for Dekaney. That is their second they've used here in the first quarter.
Yeah, and that could definitely become a factor, if they're trying to run a possession under time constraints as they use their second timeout. But, then again, it gives Strake Jesuit a chance to, compose themselves and really get ready for a defensive stand here, try to get the ball back and put some points on the board.
Thank you to everybody that donated to the Strake Jesuit Crusader Fund this past school year. The Crusader Fund impacts every part of the student experience inside and outside the classroom. Truly benefiting every student. Truly benefiting every student every day. We set a new record.
Yeah, we've seen penalties on both sides set up very long downs, especially third downs, actually. And, they're going to definitely play an impact tonight for both these teams. And, both teams are going to look to definitely limit the penalties if they want to get an edge up in this ballgame.
Wilson will keep it, and he'll get some yards back there. Down at around the 22.
And besides that huge run right at the beginning of the game, the Crusaders have done a good job plugging up the middle and making it hard for both the quarterback and the running back to get through them.
Third and a long way to go. Third and 22 from their own 22. Dekaney up 7-0 with 2:41 left. And Wilson will keep it again, and he will go out of bounds at around the 28-yard line. And the punt team will come out for the first time for Dekaney.
Yeah, it looked like a little bit of a scuffle there. The emotions are definitely running high. Both teams really wanting to win. But a great job by number 9, Mark Arsham, to really force the QB out of the pocket there and set up the punt.
Both teams are looking for their first win of the season.
Yeah, and a win right before you go into district play definitely puts the momentum in your direction. because district play is really what it's all about if these teams want to make the playoffs.
And that will be roughing the kicker, and it looks like they will be getting another shot. Nice return there by Craig Royal, but it's not going to matter as it was roughing the kicker there by Mark Arsham.
Yeah, and that is really unfortunate for the Strake Jesuit special teams there.
That will be a 5-yard penalty on that play.
Yeah, and like I was just saying, penalties are going to play a major factor in tonight's ball game, and the Strake's got to do whatever they can to really limit them, especially when right before you're about to get the ball back.
Referee checking to see what the call will be. And how long the yardage will be as both teams slowly walk back. It was 4th and 16. And we will replay 4th down. It will now be 4th and 11 after the penalty on Mark Arsham for roughing the kicker. Craig Royal back again to receive the punt. Enoch Gota, the punter and the main kicker tonight. And another bad snap there. And now he swibbed it, and it was off the Dekaney player, so it will be downed right where it hit him, I think. It looked like it went off a Dekaney player.
Yeah, 53 looked like it went right off his helmet, actually. You know, in that high snap, good rush by the punt team.
And that's exactly where the referee will be downing it. At the 36 of Dekaney. That went right, that punt hit right off a Dekaney player while it was still in the air.
Yeah, and this sets up great field position for Strake Jesuit as they set up this drive here. Bryce Fusick in the shotgun. Tight ends in motion.
Handoff to Giacomo Valente, and he gets some space, and he's got some room to run, bowling forward, and that will be, looks like a first down, and it is.
Wow, great work by Giacomo there, really working for those extra yards towards the end of that down. And, you know, you saw the tight ends there in motion over to the left side, and they were the lead blockers. Thomas Jewett there leading the way for Giacomo over the left side.
Chico Holt doing also in there too. First down and 10. Fusick again to Giacomo, and he will fight for the yards. Was able to get back to the line of scrimmage plus a few. And it will be second and about 8 or 9 to go.
Yeah, and that was a good stop by Anton Jones there, the junior linebacker, as he rushed through and got up the middle and kept Giacomo at bay there.
7-0 Dekaney. 1:19 left in the first quarter. Fusick in the shotgun. Snap, another handoff to Giacomo, and he's got some room, and he's down the sideline, and he'll fight up to the 5-yard line. Wow. Another great run by Giacomo Valente.
Yeah, and that was a great move he made right about the 15. Yeah, against number 5 there. Great little stutter step, meets the defender head on, lunges forward. It's going to set up 1st and goal there. And it looks like, you know, the run game's starting to work. That was 3 straight runs, 3 straight positive yardage. And so that's definitely, you know, going to be a momentum shifter there. Bryce Fusick in the shotgun once again.
And there's Bryce Fusick going to the end zone for Thomas Jewett, but it will be out of the end zone. Student section calling for a flag, but they won't get it.
Yeah, the energy level is definitely pretty high tonight.
It is once again standing room only in this student section. Yeah. Nation is one of the most dedicated student sections in all of high school football in Texas, and can you blame them? They are absolutely hyped given the restrictions last year.
Yeah, definitely. You know, The students want to see the Straight Jesuit Fighting Crusaders get a win here tonight, and here is their chance to put some points on the board.
Fusick, pressure from 44 to the end zone,
Oh!
and that is caught. Thomas Jewett, and he is in. Touchdown, Crusaders.
Wow. Another just brilliant catch for Jewett. Bryce Fusick, perfect timing there, good pass up top, and Thomas Jewett climbs the ladder for the score.
There is a reason he is committed to Sam Houston State and the only Crusaders player to be recruited. He's just that good.
Here's the extra point.
And it's
oh,
botched.
it's a fake!
It's not a fake, it was botched, and it's thrown and nearly caught there. Great effort there by the blocking.
Wow, it looked like the holder did such a great job of picking it up there. It almost looked like a fake. It faked me out.
Yeah.
But we've seen some struggles for the special teams here
And
on both
as
sides.
we take another look at that touchdown, just a great pass there by Bryce Fusick right to Thomas Jewett.
Yeah, and that is poetry in motion right there. Just perfect placement.
So the Crusaders are on the board here as we take another look at that touchdown.
Calls for it, goes up, secures it. Beautifully done right there for Thomas Jewett.
So the Crusaders get on the board. However, the extra point was botched despite the great effort there by the holder, Holden Maples. So the score is 7-6, 31 seconds left in the first quarter.
Yeah, and you know, as this quarter comes to an end, it was rocky from the start, but a good end as we kick off.
Fielded at about the goal line. Coming right through, and he's got an opening.
Bobbles it.
And he's down the sideline, breaking tackles, and he is down up past the 45 to around the 47 or 48.
Wow, the special teams play has been really exciting here. A lot of, chaos as it, he bobbled the ball there, got it back, ran up the sideline. Fun to watch. 20 seconds left in this quarter. The Crusaders got to understand that the quarter is not over yet. They got to stop them here.
First down and 10 from the Dekaney 48. And the press box is shaking again, as that will be a gain of about 2 or 3 up to the 50. As that will be the final play of this first quarter. So the Crusaders do struggle a bit on offense, but and on defense a little bit as well. But at the end of the quarter, the Crusaders do capitalize on that great field position given by the kicker. As we take a look at the student section, you can see it is absolutely packed on the Straight Jesuit side. You can see it is standing room only.
Yeah, definitely a fun atmosphere tonight. As the students celebrate another Friday night here at Crusader Stadium. And as the second quarter gets ready to start once again, some major takeaways there. Great two, catches there. Leland Smith had a great catch over the middle, and then Thomas Jewett's touchdown was perfection. But definitely want to get the second quarter off to a good start on defense.
Now another timeout for Dekaney. They've already used all 3 of their timeouts.
Yeah, it just looks like there's some miscommunication there. But
thank you to everybody that donated to the Crusader Straight Jesuit Crusader Fund this past school year. The Crusader Fund impacts every part of the student experience, inside and outside the classroom, truly benefiting every student every day. We set a new record for the Crusader Fund last year thanks to generous contributions by current and past parents, alumni, and friends of Straight Jesuit. To make your gift today, visit www.straightjesuit.org/give. Thank you for your support, and go Crusaders, as there is a screen pass out there to number 27, Zion Thomas, and he will get passed up past midfield to around the 45.
Good play design there. Get it out wide to the receiver. Great job by Jesuit getting over there, making the stop, setting up second down.
3rd down and 4 from the Straight Jesuit 46-yard line. Shotgun formation. Jalen Thompson next to Davion Wilson. He's in the backfield, and great pressure there by the Crusaders, but that will fall incomplete. It will be 4th down, and it looks like the punt team will come on once again.
Yeah, you know, the blitz has been effective there. You saw multiple linemen get up and put pressure on the quarterback, and, you know, that forces, you know, the tough pass.
Actually, there was a penalty there on that play.
Correction. That didn't have been declined. 3rd down.
The penalty was actually declined, so now it will be 4th down, and the punt team will come on the field for the 2nd time tonight for Dekaney. The last time the punt team came on did not go so well for them.
Yeah, and you know, Coach Fikach declined that penalty in order to force the punt. He did not want Dekaney to get another shot on 3rd down. And knowing, you know, like you said, their punting struggles so far.
Now a pretty good punt there is Craig Royal will let that go through the end zone, despite the great effort there by Jaden Robinson to cover that punt. It will be 1st down and 10 from the 20. Excuse me, the 25. Yes, the 20.
Yeah,
This Crusaders offense comes out for already the 5th time tonight. We're able to capitalize on the mistake by the special teams of Dekaney last time, as they will come out in the gun. Giacomo Valente and Bryce Lanier in the backfield with Fusick. Holden Maples in motion, as it will be an option for Bryce Fusick, but he will keep it himself and get up to around the 25.
complex play design there, trying to throw the defense off guard a little bit. Bryce decides to keep it. You know, and that just shows, you know, the knowledge and understanding and Bryce's ability as a junior to read the defense. And, you know, the coach is definitely putting a lot of responsibility in Bryce's hands, but it looks like so far tonight he's been able to handle it.
As we said, despite his struggles in the first game, played just so well in his last appearance. Second and 5. Fusick dropping back, throwing across the middle, and a big hit there by Thomas Jewett, and that will be incomplete. And it will be 3rd down and 5.
Yeah, good hit by number 13, Ty Morris there. Good coverage, forces the breakup. And, you know, the pass was on target, just better defensive play there. Sets up the 3rd down.
As it will be 3rd down and 5 from the Crusaders' 25-yard line.
4 wideouts here.
Dropping back is Fusick. He throws across the middle, and that will be caught there by Leland Smith, and it will be a Crusaders' 1st down. Has had quite a game for himself so far, including quite a good catch in the first quarter.
Yeah, that was a great catch. He had to reach out there. Bryce Fusick put it in the perfect spot right there, right in the breadbasket. And it's going to move the chains here for a Straight Jesuit 1st down. Valente up the middle.
And there goes Giacomo, but he will be dragged down at around around the 50. He is a little slow to get up. But
that is going to be another Crusader first down.
And it will be right at the 50.
And you know, in the last 2 possessions, the run game has started to pick up. We saw 3 straight runs in the last possession to set up the touchdown for Giacomo, and he's really getting it going here, allowing Bryce Fusick to drop back in the pocket and make some passes as well.
Bryce Lanier in motion, handoff once again to Giacomo, as he will get up the middle, get about 2 or 3 on that one. As he will get in, is now the Crusaders are back into Dekaney territory at the 48, and it will be 2nd and 8.
Yeah, this drive has gone pretty much according to plan here, moving the ball precisely and accurately with a nice, variety of runs and pass plays here.
Crusaders have done a pretty good job moving the ball in the past couple drives, just mistakes have cost them. Dropping back, moving into the pocket, as Fusick rolls out, throws to a wide open Bryce Lanier,
and
he is in for the touchdown, and the Crusaders have the lead. A 48-yard touchdown pass. That connection was there, and now the score is 12-6 Crusaders. What a pass by Bryce Fusick.
Man, he did such a great job of avoiding the rush there. Flushed out of the pocket, and Bryce Lanier was left all alone across the sideline. And I went to middle school with Bryce Lanier, and he always dreamed of playing for the Strake Jesuit Crusaders, and it's so fun to see him, get his chance here and make such a big play.
Great to watch him as that extra point this time is good. So the Crusaders grab a huge touchdown there, as they are now up 13-7 early in the second quarter. And that's exactly the momentum shift they needed after the sluggish first quarter.
Yeah, that drive was excellent right there. Ended in the touchdown. Now the Crusaders are set to kick off once again. And Dekaney's got a rebound here. They've struggled the last, few possessions. And partly due to the Strake Jesuit defense, they've been really tough on the quarterback with the blitz package.
Yeah, you really got to give it to that defense. They have done a much better job these past few possessions in keeping the touchdown, keeping the offense at bay, as big plays have really made the difference in this game. Jalen Thompson gets it, and he is evading. And what moves there by Jalen Thompson is he will get past the 20 up to the 24. Great effort there by Jalen Thompson.
Yeah, he's done a good job on the kickoff returns, putting Dekaney with some pretty good field position here.
As the offense comes back out for Dekaney, Davion Wilson, the quarterback, transfer from North Shore. Dekaney's star player, Jonah Wilson, out this game with ankle issues. Hopefully will be back next game for them. But earlier today I was talking with him, and he spoke very highly of his quarterback.
Yeah, and he's been good so far tonight. Looking to keep that going here.
Handoff up the middle to Dominic Hamilton, as he will be down at around the 27. 28.
That's Hamilton's first carry tonight. Most of the carries have gone to Jalen Thompson, who's also been very good. Had that impressive run on their first play of the game where they were pinned back.
Jalen Thompson already nearing the 100 yards rushing mark tonight in the first half. As Wilson muffs it, and he will not be brought down, but the pressure gets to him, and the ball is out again, as this time it will be recovered by Dekaney. Quite a turn of events there.
Yeah, that was a wild play there. It looked like at first Wilson had a little bit of trouble with the snap, and then he was flushed out. Mark Arsham almost took him down for a massive loss, and then the Crusaders got him down right before he fumbled the ball, And luckily for Dekaney, it was picked up once again, but it's still going to be a loss set up a long third down, excuse me.
3rd down and 11. Wilson in the backfield with Hamilton once again. Hamilton in motion as Wilson has to roll out and throw, and that will be just over the head of Ladarius Gatson, who made a huge touchdown earlier, and that will be an incomplete pass.
Yeah, and it looks like a flag is thrown. Looked like Arsham had some trouble there. Might have been a holding.
We'll have to see if it is a holding.
Yeah, that's what I suspected. Looks like Arsham was tangled up there trying to rush. Once again, another penalty for Dekaney.
Also a smart decision there to decline the penalty.
Yeah, definitely. You don't. Coach Fikach knows that he cannot give the Wildcats another chance to convert, and it goes with the right call to decline that penalty and force him to punt.
This game has been a game of big plays so far, and the big plays have really made the difference. And so have the mistakes that each team has made. As another bad snap there and will be forced to punt it away.
Wow.
As it will roll. Pretty good punt for the circumstances there. And that will be down inside the 35.
Man, the punt team for Dekaney has really struggled here, but that one actually, fortunately for them, didn't turn out so bad like you said. Yeah, it looked like it was just a poor snap. Puncher did a good job of creating the space and getting it off as it rolled down to the 32-yard line. But here come the Crusaders once again, trying to extend their lead.
Very interesting set here, as it will be a screen, and this will be an illegal formation.
No, false start.
False start? Maybe.
Looks like it was a false start.
False start or illegal formation. That was a very odd formation there.
Yeah, it looked like they were trying to throw a screen pass to Will Taylor with a bunch of blockers there. One thing that has to be mentioned is we have a new offensive coordinator this year. Yeah, so it did end up being a false start by one of those blockers. But yeah, like I said, we have a new offensive coordinator. Coach Allman is here, and he's definitely bringing some variety and some spice to this offense, like that play you just saw. It looks like they're going with it again.
They will do it again. Looks like Thomas Jewett will be snapping it to Bryce Fusick. And he's going down the sideline, and he's going to catch it. No way! What a catch by Leland Smith.
Wow.
What is this game? Oh my goodness. The Crusaders with the weird formation to catch Dekaney off guard, and it worked to perfection.
Yeah, I thought it was going to go to Will Taylor, who was set up with all those blockers, but Bryce Fusick throws a dime to Leland Smith.
Fusick steps up to Thomas Jewett as he fights for that yardage near the first down marker.
Leland Smith has had multiple 50-50 balls thrown to him, and he has just shown the heart to bring them down.
Again, back to Fusick, looking, and into double coverage there, and that'll be incomplete. Allows both teams to kind of get a breather here.
Yeah, it looked like that was intended for Jewett. Kind of a poor pass there, but, facing the pressure. Fusick's done a great job tonight, minus that interception. But, he's had the touchdown pass to Jewett, along with some incredible throws to Leland Smith. And Bryce Lanier with the touchdown as well.
That is true. The Crusaders offense right now firing on all cylinders. They're really starting to get going. Fusick looking and almost caught there, just underthrown. He was looking there for Will Taylor, but that will be slightly underthrown and incomplete.
Yeah, Bryce Fusick just got that off. The pocket was collapsing and just couldn't make the accurate throw there. It's going to set up third down. Chico Holt comes into the game. We've talked a little about him, but he is another rising star at the tight end position. Under Thomas Jewett right now, but next year he will definitely be the top tight end And, you know, he's seen some action in the last 2 games. Definitely looking for him to get involved as well.
Bryce Fusick gets the snap. Here's 3rd and 10. Play action as whistles blow the play dead. Look to see what happened here. May have been a flag. Yes, there was a flag. Let's see what the call is here. False start there against Will Taylor. It will now be 3rd and 14.
Yeah, another unfortunate 3rd down penalty that's just going to make a longer and harder play for the offense. Got to really limit those if you want to keep and extend this lead.
Fusick back here on 3rd and 14, looking to the end zone and slightly
and there it is, yeah.
And flags
Looked
flying
like
everywhere. This may be pass interference.
I think so. Looked like the defender, you know, just trying to keep up with Leland, kind of pulled on him a little bit. Yeah, the replay definitely looks like there was some contact there. You'll see it in slow-mo. Yep.
Definitely.
Yeah. Leland was trying to cut towards the middle there, and that's going to be a break for the Crusaders. But, you know, you wonder why that pass interference has happened. It's because Leland Smith has had some incredible catches tonight. And, you know, the defender's trying to do everything he can to keep up with him and not allow those catches.
With that pass interference, brings a fresh set of downs for the Crusaders from the 10.
And that's a huge play. Brings them within 10 yards of another touchdown here.
Hand off, and no, play action, and right at the referee.
Yeah.
Chico Holt there, but right at the referee, looked like.
Yeah, that looked like a very similar play that Tom Brady and Rob Gronkowski went with last night. Tight end over the middle. Just a little bit less accurate pass there. But, you know, Bryce and Chico are definitely trying to find that similar chemistry.
2nd down and goal from the 10. Giacomo Valente in the backfield with Bryce Fusick. Hand off to Giacomo as he will be pulled down there by number 99, Xavier Rowe. And now it will be 3rd down and goal.
Wow, great job by Xavier Rowe there to get past the line into the backfield and trip up Giacomo there, set up the long 3rd down once again.
3rd down and goal from the Crusaders 11-yard line. 13-7 Jesuit with 6:01 to go in the 2nd quarter. Crusaders offense has been going quite swimmingly. However, the Wildcats defense has been stopping them quite a bit here at the goal line. 3rd down,
and he's all
wide
alone.
open.
There's the
Chico
chemistry.
Holt, and that will be another Crusaders touchdown. He was absolutely wide open.
Wow. Yeah, it just looked like a miscommunication there by the Dekaney defense. And talk about a throw and a catch, and that is Bryce Fusick's 3rd touchdown to a 3rd different receiver. 1 to Jewett, 1 to Lanier, and 1 to Chico Holt. Wow. And they extend their lead now, setting up the extra point.
And now the Crusaders defense is really starting to get going here. Offense, excuse me, as that extra point is good. The Crusaders now extend their lead to 13 as they go up 20-7 here over Dekaney. After the slow start, they have really started to get going. And that's really been the theme of this Crusaders offense this year. They get off to kind of a slow start, but once they get going, they are going.
Yeah, they're hard to stop when, you know, Bryce Fusick is calm and precise, you know, in the pocket. And, you know, we haven't talked about it enough, but the offensive line has been much better tonight. Has been really good, allowing Fusick time in the pocket to make those throws. And, you know, you got to give them credit when it's due, and they're doing a great job allowing Fusick time to, you know, make those touchdown passes.
Yeah. 2 of the 3 touchdowns today have been to tight ends, interestingly. As Bryce Fusick has traditionally targeted more wide receivers, especially in the last few games, as the kick by Castellanos is another good one down at the 6. And he gets some room, and there he goes. Past the 50, breaking tackles, and he is down at around the 35-yard line of Jesuit.
Wow.
And another great return there by Jalen Thompson.
A great stop there by number 5, Austin Hill. Didn't give up on the play. But, man, that's like, what, the 3rd time that they've gotten just excellent field position from a kick return? You know, those little things are going to make the difference if Dekaney wants to get back in this ball game. But here comes the Strike Jesuit defense once again trying to get another stop.
As we've said, this game has been a game of big plays making the difference, as Wilson with a screen pass there out to number 23, Ladarius Gatson, who already has a touchdown on the night, as he'll get up past the 30 to the 28. Second. On the tackle there. As this will be a quarterback power run, and there's Davion Wilson past the 20 for a first down.
Wow. And you know, he's definitely got some legs there too. That was quick, elusive. He kept control of the ball there and got the first down. And now they're well within the red zone looking to score. Strike Jesuit defense got to do whatever they can to hold them here and not let them start chipping away at this lead as we near the 5-minute mark of the second quarter.
This Crusaders defense has been really good in their goal line stands today as a quarterback draw there, getting near the first down marker, and another good run there for Davion Wilson.
Yeah, the offensive line doing a great job just clearing the way for their quarterback to just run right up the middle on back-to-back plays. Crusaders really got to plug up those holes and force the QB to make, a mistake.
2nd and 1, Wilson will run again, and he'll get to the outside, going for the pylon, but he won't quite get there, but will get inside the 5 for first down, and it will be 1st and goal.
Wilson is just doing it himself right here. 3 straight runs, 3 straight positive yardage, and it's going to set up 1st and goal. Looks like
Straight Jesuit will use their first timeout of the half.
Yeah, Coach Vikoch just wants to take the time, make sure the defense is composed and prepared for this goal line stand. They do not want to give up a touchdown here and bring it within a 1-possession game.
While we wait here for this game to resume, we would like to thank all the guys in the SJet studio once again for producing. Specific people we would like to thank are Salvatore Nunzi, our Sal Nucio for producing tonight. On the replay, Charlie, and in the studio, Will Turboff and Landon Foltz, and on cameras tonight, Matthew Watts and Robert Sellers.
Yeah, we want to make sure to let y'all know, tune in during halftime and after the game. Will Turboff and Landon Foltz will keep you updated with stats, scores, predictions, and a lot of fun in the SJet studio.
And a great goal line stand after a 4-man backfield if you include the quarterback. And he will get up really close, but I don't think he got in.
Yeah,
let's take a look at the replay there. Yeah, great job by the Crusaders for holding him there.
Yeah, that takes a lot of determination, knowing your back's against the wall, and just going forward here. They're going to look to do it again on 2nd down. Looks like right about the 1.
They will hand off to number 4 there, and it looks like, yes, this time he did get in, and that will be a touchdown for Brandon Joseph. And now Dekaney is within 8. They are now down 7. It's 20-13.
And here's the replay. Yeah, it looks like that final final effort there by Joseph. Breaks the plane. And gonna set up the extra point. And you know, you gotta wonder if they make this, they're within 6. And you know, Strake missed an extra point earlier.
That kick is good. So, it's now 20-14, Strake Jesuit with the lead, but that defense did surrender a good drive there to Dekaney.
Yeah, and Dekaney did a lot on the ground on that drive. Especially Wilson ran for 3 times in a row in the red zone, setting up the rush by Joseph. And you know, Strake's gonna have to make it an effort to stop the run and force Wilson to pass.
As the kickoff unit comes back out for the Wildcats, their kicking has been pretty good. Their punting, not so much. They've had 2 muffed punts, one that got called back because of running into the kicker by Thomas Jewett, but their kicking tonight, especially on the extra points and on here, has been absolutely brilliant. Bryce Lanier and Holden Maples back again.
Yeah, they haven't gotten a lot of action as another big kick there out of the end zone. All of their kicks so far have been touchbacks.
Have not been able to say that about the Crusaders yet. But nonetheless, the Crusaders will get the ball from their own 25-yard line. The Crusaders have been on offense quite a bit in this first half. They've been moving the ball quite well.
Yeah, ever since that interception early in the game, Bryce Fusick has dialed in, found his receivers, and Giacomo Valente has done a lot on the ground as he gets it here.
There's a hand off there to Giacomo.
Oh, and there he goes!
And he breaks free, and there he goes past the 50, and he will be down inside the 45.
Wow. Excellent field vision there as Giacomo goes up the middle, breaks a tackle, gets to the outside, turns the corner.
First down and 10 from the 46. Fusick looking, and he's got Will Taylor, and that'll be a first down for the Crusaders.
Great route there by Taylor. Gonna get the catch across the middle, and Bryce Fusick has been so accurate.
Empty backfield, 4 wide out set. Bryce Lanier in motion. Hand off to Bryce Lanier, and he's got some room now. Up inside, and there he goes. Inside the 5, it'll be dragged down at around the 4-yard line. A great run there by Bryce Lanier. And that motion there really tricked out that Dekaney defense.
Yeah, that was some great running right there. Some great moves. Little stutter step makes a defender miss and sets up a 1st and goal. Looking to punch it in here.
Throw to the end zone.
Taylor!
And caught. Will Taylor, and it's another touchdown for the Crusaders.
Wow, 4 touchdown passes in the first half to 4 different receivers. That is impressive.
Yeah, Bryce Fusick is having quite a game so far. Despite the interception, he has been doing really well thus far.
Yeah, I mean, he really only started going to work after the first few possessions, but since then, he has been unstoppable.
The kick is up, and it is good. So, the score is now 27-14 Crusaders as they get those 7 points back. As they marched right down the field and put it in.
Yeah,
really quick drive.
That was just textbook right there. Run by Giacomo, sets up the pass to Taylor. Then you had the sweep to Lanier and caps it off with the touchdown pass to Taylor. And you know, the variety is definitely making it hard for the Wildcats to read the offense. And you know, the offense does its job, extends the lead. We'll see if the defense can hold them with about 2 minutes and 42 seconds left in the half. we want to remind you once again to tune into the halftime show with Will Turboff and Landon Foltz as they break down the first half and give their takes on the second half. It'll be a lot of fun coming from the S-Jet studio.
Max Castellanos gets ready to kick this one off again. And it's another good one. And that will be out of bounds, and that will be a penalty. Any kickoff that goes out of bounds is a penalty. And that means that while they will still be in their own territory, the Wildcats will still get pretty good field position here.
Yeah, you know, not the end of the world. Honestly, in my opinion, it's probably better because the last few times they've received it and been able to run it, they've capitalized, gotten great field position. So, you know, I think, you know, you win some, you lose some, and they're going to still pin them back pretty deep. And, you know, the Wildcats are going to have to work here if they want to keep up with the Crusaders. It's actually going to be a re-kick. It's actually going to be a re-kick. So the penalty does not end up working in the Crusaders' advantage, as they'll have to kick off once again.
As we said, you'll want to join us after halftime, and it will be on the field with Landon Foltz and Will Turboff. They will be on the field for this one.
That is exciting.
Yeah.
I did the halftime show 2 weeks ago in the studio, and it was a lot of fun breaking it down. But it's going to be even more exciting now that it's on the field.
That's a kick. Almost went out of bounds again. Fielded at about the 20, and he's got a lane, but he will be forced out of bounds. Another good return by the Wildcats, as the kickoff team has not been done a great job at covering them.
Yeah, and it looked like Castellanos almost even tried to target someone who isn't used to receiving those kicks, but still ended up turning into positive yardage. Sets up great field position for the Wildcats, setting up, you know, their drive here to try and reel in the lead, which is now 27-14. Wilson is in the shotgun.
Yeah, Wilson in the shotgun, and a bit of a miscommunication, and they will turn it into something, and near the first down marker, but flags flying. Looked like a bit of a miscommunication there, but they somehow turned that into something.
Yeah, it looks like the running back was set in motion and then ran into the quarterback as he got the handoff, but there is another penalty. There's been quite a few in this half. Definitely slowed the game down.
That will be a face mask call there. So the Crusaders, that will be a 15-yard penalty as from the end of the play. So it will be well into straight Jesuit territory at the 36-yard line.
Yeah, and that's exactly what you don't want to see. You know, those personal fouls there. Just, you know, helping the Wildcats get closer to that touchdown.
As Wilson will roll out and he'll keep it. As diving for the legs there was Craig Royal, but he couldn't make the tackle.
Yeah, great job by number 31, Will Wackel, to flush Wilson out of the pocket and only allow for a few yards.
So, only got 1 yard out of that play on the scramble, so it will be 2nd and 9. 2:23 left in the half. Wilson drops back, and Jewett will come in, and he gets the sack back at the 45.
In correction on that, that is actually number 9, Mark Arsham, wearing those neon gloves, and he makes a statement there with a huge sack. Puts him back right around midfield. Wow, that was impressive. Looked like Wilson was going to get out of the pocket there, but Mark Arsham dove for the feet and ended up tripping him up for a huge loss. Sets up a massive 3rd down.
First sack of the game for the Crusaders. And it will be 3rd and 19 from the 45. As he's back, and another sack! Number 38, Joey Garcia in on that one. And the punt team comes out now again for the Wildcats. All the way back at their own 46.
Yeah.
After they started the set of downs on the 36-yard line of the Crusaders. It will be 4th and 28. What an effort by the Crusaders defense.
Yeah, and interestingly enough, Joey Garcia, the one who just got that sack, was the one who had the face mask. So, he made a mistake, but then made up for it with that sack, sets up 4th down. Amazing job by the Crusader defense. After, on the last possession, they allowed the score. They did not let that affect them, got the momentum back, and now sets up a punt. And 1:36 left. Fusick, that's definitely enough time to drive down the field and punch it in again.
And if you're the Crusaders, especially Crusader fan, you really want to see that punt team out there right now, especially the troubles they've had punting the ball away. They'll roll back, and another not great snap there. That will be actually pretty good punt nonetheless.
Yeah, that was a great punt right there.
And that will be inside the 15-yard line. As the Crusaders offense takes the field again. They have been on the field quite a lot in this first half.
Yeah, and this is a worse field position than they're used to. Pinned back. But we'll see what Bryce Fusick can do. He's been amazing on the last few possessions.
1st and 10 from the 13. Fusick gets Bryce.
Wow.
What a catch there. Shoestring catch by Bryce Lanier. Actually, no, incomplete.
Yeah, it looked like it was just barely behind him.
And, uh-oh. This isn't good. Bryce Lanier, he got up and then he went back down again. As the training staff takes the field, we will hope he's okay, but he is now laid on his back, and we will step aside for a moment. And it looks like Bryce Lanier will walk off on his own power, and that's a really good sign, especially considering the shortage that the Crusaders have had at running back today.
Yeah, and Bryce Lanier has had a great game so far with the touchdown and a great run on that last drive, setting up a touchdown. Glad to see he looks like he's all right. Hopefully we'll see if he can re-enter the game.
Returning to the drive, 2nd down and 10 from the 13. Fusick throws across, and he's got Leland Smith again, and he will be up to around the 35-yard line, and that will be this time a 1st down.
Yeah, Fusick is showing no fear here. Just letting it rip right across the middle, trusting his receivers, trusting in his arm. And
Bryce Lanier is right out there again. He gets out, screen to Will Taylor. He's got some room. He zigzags, and he's up past the 40 to around the 42.
Yeah, Dekaney's really having trouble containing all these wide receivers and tight ends and running backs. Strake Jesuit's offense is just so potent with talented guys in every position.
Stepping up in the pocket and throw, and he caught that. And there goes Holden Maples, and he will be tripped up inside the 35.
Wow, and another receiver who we haven't really talked about tonight so far, Holden Maples, the senior, is also very good.
And the Crusaders really got to speed things up if they want to punch it in. 43 seconds to go. This Fusick again, and there's Thomas Jewett, and that will be another reception.
Wow.
Hurry up offense keeps, oh no. And unfortunately, we have another injury. This time it is Thomas Jewett. And we will, as they are dealing with this, step aside once again. And it's also good to see again that Thomas Jewett is getting up on his own accord. And he, again, like Bryce Lanier, he's had a good game.
Yeah, definitely with that touchdown early. Really got the offense going with that one. But, man, can we talk about that pass that he just had? Fusick, I mean, the room for error on that pass was none. He threw just an absolute dart right into the chest of Jewett and sets up the first down with 30 seconds left. We're going to see Bryce's.
Really got to get going here. 27, 26, 25. The snap is off. He steps up, throws, and Will Taylor is popped. And he is a bit slow to get up now.
Yeah, that was a really tough hit there. Double coverage.
And now we will step aside once again as there is another injury on the field.
Hey, y'all need to be ready. You need to be ready. How you play around up?
As we take another look at the student section, you can tell, even from this angle, it is absolutely packed. And it looks like some have left to go to the concession stand as that line gets really long. They have been in for a pretty good Jesuit performance so far.
Yeah, this has been one of the most exciting halves. I mean, 27 points in the first half. The last game, they scored that over the entire game. And, you know, you got to think that all those points came after the early first quarter struggles.
And after the third injury on this drive, it's also good to see Will Taylor, the third Jesuit player to come off of their injury and walk off on their own accord. It's great to see, considering some shortages that they do have at some positions. However, once again, 2nd and 10 from around the 20. Fusick dropping back, throwing up to the end zone. It is caught, and it's another touchdown. Leland Smith hauls it in from around 20 yards out, and with time ticking away, the Crusaders get 6 more on the board with seconds to spare.
Wow, and Fusick had to throw that off his back foot, pressure in his face. The defensive lineman's right there, about to sack him, and he just heaves it more than 20 yards to a streaking Leland Smith right into the end zone for his first touchdown. 5th different person to score a touchdown tonight. That is just impressive.
As the extra point is good once again for the Crusaders, and the score is now 34-14 in the first half. This Crusaders offense, they showed it last week and they're showing it again this week. They are firing on all cylinders.
Yeah, you know, I haven't seen a Jesuit offense look like this in many years. I mean, just the weapons they have at the wideouts, and the talent at quarterback has just been exceptional tonight. And, you know, we talked about it a little before, but the offensive line has been so much better tonight, able to give Fusick the time, you know, to make those accurate throws. And as time, we have 15 seconds left in this half, so we'll see what Dekaney does. They might just, you know, let this drive go dead and prepare for the second half. But we'll see.
As we see a deep kick, expecting a squib, was Dekaney as they field that. As he gets up past the 25 to around the 27 or 28-yard line. With 9, as Dekaney takes the field, looking for one last shot to score before the half ends with 9 seconds left.
Yeah, 9 seconds here. I assume they're probably not going to run anything too crazy. Although, you know, you never know they're down pretty big, so.
So this will probably be the final play of the half, considering Dekaney does not have any timeouts. So it looks like they may just try to bomb it, as they will kneel it down, as that will be the final play of the half. So Jesuit with quite the showing here today, here in this first half. Bryce Fusick having a really good game here today. You got to give it to the running game, the passing game. The defense came up big. You really got to feel that these guys have a win in their sights today.
Yeah, and we want to make sure to let you know, don't hop off just yet. We're going to give it back to Will Turboff and Landon Foltz, as they, I believe, are going to be on the field for this halftime show. And they're going to have a lot to talk about, because Bryce Fusick had 5 touchdowns in a half to 5 different targets, and wow, was it fun to watch.
Yep, and now let's send it down to Will Turboff and Landon Foltz.
Your Straight Jesuit Fighting Crusaders leading 34-14. We had high expectations for the men in green tonight, but boy, Landon, they have come out hot.
Yeah, we had a little bit of a slow start to the game, but I think we've just exploded in the second quarter. I believe it was 3 touchdowns, all receiving. We've definitely had some more tight ends, as I was talking about in the beginning of the game. They've been a big part of the offense. Haven't focused as much on Leland, but he's definitely been in there as well. And we've tried to get the running game started, and I think we'll probably try and do that some more in the halftime, or after halftime.
Yeah, we saw Giacomo Valente with a big rush, I believe, early in the second quarter.
Right.
But they haven't had to rely on that rushing game all too much. Bryce Fusick has been continuing on that momentum he had last week, and all the receivers, including 2 tight ends, scoring in the first half.
Yeah, and we had a little bit of a trick play as well, about 40 yards. Bryce told us he'd get 500 yards, and he is almost on pace to do so, it looks like.
Yeah, hopefully we can get some exact numbers up there to Jackson and Thomas, but he is probably well on his way to 500. If they keep him in, it's a 20-point game already at halftime. What do you think has been the reason why the Crusaders are doing so well right now?
I think the coordination of our plays has just been fantastic. Like I said, we had that trick play, and after the penalty at the beginning of it, we just ran the same thing, and it was perfectly executed. Like you said right there, our running game has been a little iffy, but we did have that long play in the second quarter, and I think our receivers have just been running their routes perfectly, other than one misstep in the first quarter. So it's just all been working smoothly on offense and defense.
Yeah, on defense has really been something else. 14 points in 2 quarters. Okay, not exactly perfect,
right,
but against a great offensive team with some great playmakers. What do you think has been standing out about this defense so far?
Well, we had that blocked field goal that we got the ball from, as well as that I think our linebackers and our secondary have been good. And of course, we had the 2 sacks in a row. Absolutely amazing, just getting through the linemen like they're not there.
So if the Crusaders have one thing to work on to make sure they can close this game out in the next 24 minutes, what would that be?
It's probably got to be blocking for me. We did have some negative rushing yards, and Bryce has had pretty good protection for the most part, but that could be a little bit better. Other than that, it's been all good for the Crusaders.
Huge improvements all around for Straight Jesuit. The offensive line looks great. The wide receivers look great. The running game even looks great. So we'll be back after halftime, and you'll see Thomas and Jackson back there up in the booth.
Clay Stadium for the halftime performance by Dekaney's band and cheerleaders. Score 34-14 here at halftime, and we will be back with the second half once the players take the field. We hope you enjoy the band performances.
We continue our halftime performance with the Dekaney Legion marching band. The band is under the field director, drum leader, Joan Vasquez, with Jack Rodriguez and Angel Sanchez. For the halftime entertainment, the band will be performing portion of its 2021 competitive service. Director of Performing and Visual Arts is Dr. Bill Clark. Principal of Dekaney High School is Alonzo Williams III, and ninth grade principal is Brandy Watkins. Thank you for your continued and valued support of our students.
I don't think people understand as small as they look and the sound was going to come out like that. They were out. I mean, they were sharp. Thanks, man. Oh, my God. Man. I'm glad you recognize that. Man, they were outstanding. Oh, God. I'm always in the band room. You know it. You've been around band a long time. Exactly. So to fine tune the sounds, oh my God. And you see, I'm interested to see how this, I know these guys are here too. It's like, we play so much I drove. Yeah. And we're like, man. Judge a band like that. You can't. I mean, I've seen Allen's band from the 20 to the 20. Exactly. You take that sound, you take Allen's sound, just listening without looking at the band, you don't know the difference. Exactly. I know. But people don't understand that. They think it's all about the size of it. You know, you get that, man. Instruments are more important. How they play. This is the best marching band we've had. Especially this early in the season. Kids will make it. So, that moved me. I'm sorry. No, I'm the only one in there. They're meeting downstairs.
We're representing on the east sideline of Crusaders and welcome back to the Jewett Athletic Band. The Jewett Band is under the collaboration of senior Early Fielder, junior Sophie Shearer, and senior Roy Harris. Tonight, playing for our halftime performance for the Straight Tribute Varsity Team. The Jewett collaboration is Adrian
Hey, is there anybody that can talk about photo beer? No, sorry.
Now, enjoy our performance of the song Crazy Train.
no dancing. Yeah. It's like,
And now, enjoying the performance of our old favorite, Sweet Caroline. And now, Crusader fans, get on your feet, show your soul spirit, with your echo and waves on Straight Jewett Jackson.
Here come the Crusaders. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the second half of Crusader football. Here on the Crusader Sports Network. Thomas Jewett joined by Jackson Amarosa. Been a pretty one-sided game so far. The Crusaders have been dominating despite their slow start earlier. They are in the lead 34-14. The second half kicks off here pretty shortly. Jackson, what are your takeaways from that first half?
Yeah, you know, Dekaney got off to that quick 7-0 lead. We had some offensive struggles. Bryce Husick threw a pick. But ever since then, it has been all go, no stop, code green. Just absolute dominance on both sides of the ball, really. You have Bryce Husick threw 5 touchdowns in that half, following the slow start to 5 different targets. I mean, that is so impressive, along with the defense doing its job, only holding the Wildcats to 2 scores. And, it's been an impressive showing on both sides of the ball. I'm excited to see them continue and see if they can hold on to this lead, get their first win of the season, and build some great momentum heading into district play.
Both teams today looking for their first win of the season, and it'll be interesting to see how both of these teams have adjusted in the halftime. Again, the Crusaders elected to receive the first half kickoff, so they will be kicking off to start the second half.
Yeah, they're going to be kicking off, so the defense is going to have to come out, put a stop to them, and get the ball back into the hands of Bryce Husick and see if they can add to the points. I mean, I think something that Dekaney's going to have to do if they want to get back into the ball game is they're going to have to find a way to cover the receivers of Strake Jesuit. 5 touchdowns, 2 tight ends, 3 receivers, and along with that, the run game for Strake has been so much better. Thomas, what did you like about the run game today?
I'll tell you what I really like. Giacomo Valente has been really, really filling the shoes of Joel Crawford really well today. The run game, the past 2 games for the Crusaders, not really that great, but Giacomo Valente has had quite the game today. Had a few big rushes that led to big scores for the Crusaders.
Yeah, I touched on this in the first half, but, when you're able to run the ball well, what it does is it allows you to pass the ball well, because the defense doesn't always know when it's going to be a run, when it's going to be a pass. If your run game is really, really struggling, then the defense understands, okay, they're going to have to pass, and they're able to cover the pass more. But when the run game is solid, the pass game can really excel, and that's what we saw. What led to that first touchdown? It was Giacomo Valente running it up the middle, getting those hard yards and setting up touchdowns. Ever since, they've never looked back.
Well said, Jackson, as this first half is about to begin. Max Castellanos out there. And the kick, and it'll be a squib kick to start the half. And he botches it, and it will be gotten by number 5, Jaden Robertson. And as Dekaney comes onto the field, what adjustments do you think, Jackson, Dekaney needs to make this game?
Yeah, we saw on that very first play for them the 80 to 90 yard run for, I believe it was number 2, Jalen Thompson. He's had quite a game, along with Gatson with the reception. But Wilson has shown that he's able to scramble out of the pocket. I think if they continue to have a variety of run and pass plays, they're able to get back into the game. But the Strike Jesuit defense has been really tough and really making the Wildcats fight for yardage. But there's a first down pass right there to Gatson. So good start for the Wildcats as they move the chains.
As the chains do get moved, it's a first down for the Wildcats. Davion Wilson gets back, and here he comes. And he was not able to get the sack as Davion Wilson had to run a little bit. Got to around back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, and interesting, that was 61. Jackson Prismeyer, a sophomore, caused the quarterback to be flushed out of the pocket there. So, seeing the youth really shine here is, really, really, really exciting for years to come, as he did a great job making a move at the line of scrimmage and putting pressure on Wilson. Force a second out.
Wilson back. He was looking for the screen, and he won't get it. Shovel pass kind of looked like, and that will be incomplete, underthrown. It was intended for Jaleel Sanders, his first target of the game. And it will be 3rd and 9 for the Wildcats.
Yeah, the defensive line for Jesuit has been just impressive tonight. We've had 2 sacks. Mark Arsham and Joey Garcia actually got them on back-to-back plays on one of the final possessions of the half. And they've just continued to apply pressure, making it really difficult for Wilson to make calculated throws. On the other hand, the offensive line for Jesuit has been really, really improved tonight. He's done a great job for Fusick.
3rd and 9, Wilson rolling out to his left. Throw, and that's incomplete. And flags flying in after the play.
That was a late flag. Looks like the receiver stumbling up to his feet.
Yeah, he is limping off to the sideline.
That was Marcus Monroe, one of his first targets tonight. And that will, in fact, be pass interference on the 3rd down play. Very unfortunate for Strake, as Dekaney is going to get some a very fortunate field position here as they move well into Jesuit territory, setting up the 1st down. We talked a lot about the penalties in the first half. Strake's going to have to continue to limit them if they want to stay on top here.
And a pass there near the 1st down marker. Looks like he might have gotten it. As flags fly yet again. And that will be holding on the offense. Looked like it was number 60, Eric Jones.
Yeah, teams are trading penalties here. Have the pass interference, now the holding. Puts them back to really near where they were at the start of the penalties.
So now they are 5 yards from where they were before. As a kind of reverse play there. And he gets some room up near midfield, a little past midfield. Good, nice run there by Jaden Robertson. We've talked about him quite a bit this game.
Yeah, the run game for Dekaney has been, really the life of the offense, along with, the kickoff returning as well, giving them good field position. They've struggled in the pass game. The secondary of Jesuit has been very good ever since that first touchdown pass early in the game, but other than that, they have kept the receivers on lock and, really made it hard for Wilson to find them over there.
And there's Mark Arsham, and he's got his 2nd sack of the game. And Dekaney is basically almost back to where they started their drive. They have basically, the penalty yards have been negated on sacks and mistakes here.
Yeah, Arsham, man, for his 2nd sack of the night, he has been a force to be reckoned with at the line of scrimmage, just making moves, getting to the quarterback, and helping this defense hopefully put it into this drive and give the ball back to the offense.
3rd down and 21. It'll be a QB power, and flags fly in on the play. An awkward tackle there on Davion Wilson, and he's a little bit, he is hobbling and holding.
Another penalty declined for Coach Fekoch.
Penalty is declined, and good timing as well, as we saw Davion Wilson hobbling off the field after that awkward tackle.
Yeah, hopefully he's all right. He has been the leader of this Dekaney team. We hope he's all right and able to continue.
Has been their 2nd leading rusher today as the punt team back out there again. Had some struggles in the first half. There's the snap, and another bad snap there.
Yeah, Arsham almost got there.
And this will be a beautiful punt inside the 5 at the 3. what a punt there by Enoch Gota. He's been good on the kickoffs, and now a really good punt here.
Yeah, that was textbook punt work right there. Good job to spot that ball there, get to it. And now Jesuits pinned back in the 5. And now we're going to see what Bryce Fusick can do with his back pushed up against his own end zone.
With how well the run game has gone tonight, you can't help but think that's where they'll go. And that's exactly what they do. Giacomo Valente and their plan works as they get out of base, almost out of the danger zone up near the 10 to around the 9.
Yeah, that was amazing work by especially number 55, Harry Agee there, just creating a gaping hole for Giacomo to get some yardage there. I mean, the offensive line has just been exceptional tonight, both with protecting Fusick and making the way for Valente.
2nd and 4, there's Giacomo bowling forward, and he'll probably get back to around the line of scrimmage. Looks like he picked up 1 yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down and 3. 3rd down and 3 from the 10-yard line.
This is a very crucial 3rd down here because if they don't convert, they'll have to punt from within the 10-yard line and likely give Dekaney some pretty good field position. So you're going to want to see a conversion here. I suspect Fusick's going to end up passing this one to one of his wideouts. Yeah, it looked like they're going 4 wide, 3 on the right side, holding Maples deep left.
Thomas Jewett.
Jewett is in the slot. Fusick scrambles.
And he's got
finds Taylor.
Will Taylor juking his way.
And it's going to be a late hit. You saw Bryce Fusick take a late hit there.
Yeah.
Hopefully, glad he's okay. He gets up pretty fast, but there is going to be a flag.
Roughing the passer. And that will be 15 yards from the end of the play, and that will put them at the 48 at their own, all the way up at their own 48-yard line.
Yeah, Bryce Fusick did an incredible job along with Giacomo to get them out of that poor field position. Now they're set to potentially get down the field once again and score.
And he drew him off. He drew him off sides, and it took him a bit to call it. That fake out there by Bryce Fusick, maybe it was a false start.
See what they call here.
Offsides on the defense. And yet another penalty is going to cost Dekaney.
Yeah, they've really struggled at the start of this half on both sides of the ball with some penalties. And now Bryce Fusick going to work once again, 1st down.
1st and 5 from now in Dekaney. And now the Crusaders, and this is going to be 1st and 10 once again.
It looked like all 3 receivers, Jewett, Smith, and Taylor, all went on that, so there was definitely some miscommunication there. A little bit of a sloppy play, not what you want to see.
And that offsides penalty is immediately negated by the false start. We're right back to where we started. Fusick steps up, throws, and he's got Will Taylor again, and he's got some room. And he goes all the way up near the 20.
They continue to just run that post right over the middle. And Fusick continues to read the secondary, finds the sweet spot. The receiver's able to make a great catch and pick up some yardage after the catch.
Hurry up once again. 4 wide outs, 5 wide set. Fusick blitz off the edge. Read it pretty well, so he got it off quick to Leland Smith, but it is incomplete.
Yeah,
Threw it into double coverage there.
Yeah, luckily that was incomplete. Looked like it was a little bit of a dangerous pass there. 2 Dekaney Wildcats there looking to pick it off. So.
Also, great job there by Bryce Fusick to pick up that blitz off the edge and roll out to his left.
Yeah, Bryce Fusick has been able to, really, really be elusive in that pocket, step up, roll out, and really find the receivers. And that's what's led to the offensive success so far.
Here we go. Fusick, screen out to Bryce Lanier, making some moves and spinning around. Gets a little past the line of scrimmage there. Good to see he's okay after his injury earlier. And third down, actually lost a yard on there, so now it will be 3rd and 11 now from the 16-yard line.
Another big 3rd down here, trying to score.
Fusick again throws, and it's Will Taylor, and he's in for the touchdown. His 2nd of the game, and the Crusaders extend their lead once again on Bryce Fusick's 6th, yes, 6th touchdown of the game. What a drive put together by Bryce Fusick.
Yeah, and it goes back. It started within their 5-yard line, and they had just drove it all the way down the field, punched it in. 40 points generated, and we're not even halfway through the 3rd quarter. Looking for 41 here.
About 35 seconds away from being halfway through, as that kick is right through. 41-14, and we are not, as Jackson said, not even halfway through the 3rd quarter. Everything is just going well for the Crusaders in this one. And the Crusaders are feeding off that energy the crowd is giving them. And you can sense that.
Yeah, I don't remember the last time that this offense was so just energetic and just clicking everywhere. And Will Taylor with his 2nd touchdown, he was a big part of that drive, had 2 big catches. And it started with the run game. Giacomo got him out of the hole, back in their own territory, got a few penalties to go their way, and then finished it off with a touchdown pass.
Max Castellanos back out there to kick once again.
His leg is probably getting tired from all these kicks.
Another squib. Here, fielded there by number 18, Marcus Monroe.
Another
and
flag.
Flags fly in. Here we go, some pushing and shoving. Looks like probably unsportsmanlike conduct here. We'll see what the call is. Illegal block in the back. And that will take them back another 10 yards. And they will start this drive all the way back at their own 15-yard line. And if you're Dekaney and you're trying to get back into this game, this is not the start you want. These penalties are really starting to cost you.
Yeah, definitely. And the Crusaders have done a much better job so far in the special teams, making sure they don't break away on the kick return. And we saw that a little bit in the first half. Dekaney did a great job of getting good field position, but this time due to the penalty and also the good job of the special teams on Strake, pinning them back here and making Wilson have to have a long drive down the field if he wants to score.
Substitution had to be made quickly by the Crusaders, but they do get the snap off after he gets off the field, excuse me. And that will be a gain of a few. About 5 there, and it'll be 2nd and 5. As it will be 2nd down. Here's the snap, and he breaks a tackle there, and that'll be a 1st down. And he fumbled it!
Looks like a fumble.
And it will be a return all the way back inside the 20 to about the 15.
Wow, and that's Josh Hebert.
Man, Josh Hebert had a good game against Westfield, and he has another huge play here.
Yeah, he had an interception in that game, and the offense has been clicking, and the defense said, you know what, we want a piece of that action, and they get the turnover here and setting up the offense once again, potentially to extend this lead. And Josh Hebert, man, That was impressive.
Yeah, the defense had some big plays at the end of the first half. Now here in the second half, they're really starting to get going and making some plays of their own. Out of the gun, Holden Maples in motion. Hand off to Giacomo as he gets a few there. Up past the 15, and if you're a fan of the Crusaders and a Crusaders coach, you especially don't like to see that. Giacomo Valente is down, and we will step aside for a moment. And there you see another shot of that student section. And again, it's packed, and it's good to see, even with a limp, Giacomo Valente getting off on his own power. Something you especially want to see, especially for the running back depth chart, because they are really short on people right now.
Yeah, and it looked like he was hit a little bit in the lower body, but hopefully he is all right, because he has been a tremendous asset. He has really stepped up. We talked about filling the shoes of Crawford and Baylor, and he has done that and more. Here's Maples.
Screen out to Dylan Maples. He's got some room, and he is in for the touchdown. Bryce Fusick's 7th touchdown pass of the game is a bubble screen to Holden Maples, who is the 6th Crusaders wideout today to catch a touchdown from Bryce Fusick, and what a great play there by Holden Maples.
Yeah, he's seen all of his buddies catch a touchdown today, and he said, you know what, it's my time. He caught it, he made the move, and it paid off for him. And, 6 different people with a touchdown.
And this one is starting to get a bit out of hand here. Only about a few minutes after they scored their last touchdown, they get 7 more, and it is now 48-14 Jesuit.
Yeah, and that short drive was set up after the defensive effort, especially from Hebert to recover that fumble. And great job. Everything's clicking right now as the kicking team comes out once again.
Yeah, I mean, Bryce Fusick is having the game of his life right now. 7 touchdown passes on the day. I mean, you can't get much better than that. He has if we were going by NFL standards right now, he would have tied the NFL record for most passing touchdowns in a game right now. So, I mean, it's just all clicking for the Crusaders right now.
Yeah, he's taken what he's learned from the last 2 games. He's had some adversity in those games.
And a squib kick. Not fielded well by Dekaney. Everyone pouncing on the ball. Looks like Dekaney was able to get back to it, though. Kind of an onside squib there. Didn't look like they intended for it to be an onside kick.
Yeah, great job by Dylan Jones and Xavier Cockley there. They didn't look like they were ready to field that, but they did a great job of not letting the ball slip through their hands and did a good job of fielding that. And, hey, it paid off for Dekaney as they are at their own 45, good field position, and they need to put together a short drive that hopefully ends in a touchdown for them.
And there's a handoff there to Jalen Thompson. He's had quite the game so far himself. He has over 100 yards rushing so far in this game.
Yeah, and, they've really struggled in the passing game. The secondary for Strake has just been unstoppable, and they've had to do it all on the ground mostly. And, a lot of that has come from Jalen Thompson, who's done a good job of getting up the middle, along with Wilson, who has shown that he can also run the ball.
Handoff once again, and down. No, he gets out of that, and he's going to break tackles. Oh, man, what a recovery there by Thompson to get past the line of scrimmage and almost the first down.
Yeah, Jesuit did a great job of getting back there. Caden Collins, the junior, was in the backfield, almost had Thompson taken down, but Thompson put a little heart into that and got past him and actually did it for a little bit of a gain.
What may have been third and maybe even double digits is now 3rd and 3 from Jesuit territory.
This is a big play for Dekaney if they want any chance of getting back into this ball game.
Option there, and he will not make it. Stopped, looked like maybe behind the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, and that was number 26, Warren Brown, on that play, and did a great job of reading the quarterback on that option play and getting the stop.
It actually looks like they are gonna may go for it here, and you don't blame them when you're down by this much and you really want to get back into it. You might want to, because it looked like the punter went back off the sideline, and yeah, here comes Davion Wilson again. They are going to go for it here.
This is a big play. This is for Dekaney if they want to get back into this one. Steps up.
And it's way over his head, and it's going to be a turnover on downs, and the Crusaders get the ball right back.
Great job by the Crusaders as they held Dekaney to go 4 and out. You know, great job all around. Getting into the backfield, holding Thompson, a great runner on that possession, and it's going to go back to Fusick, looking for his 8th touchdown pass of the game. And also good to see, it looks like Giacomo is back out there after that potential leg injury, but good to see that he has also looked like he's returned and is back with Fusick.
There's Giacomo Valente on the run there.
Yeah, and that is a really efficient run on first down. Sets up a short second down. And what you can do from 2nd and 3 is a ton of options. Fusick can hand it off, he can pass it, he can run it. This is exactly where you want to be as a quarterback with multiple options.
Handoff again to Giacomo. He's got some room up near the first down marker. It looks like, and he will move the chains. It'll be another first down for the Crusaders as Giacomo Valente nears what I guess may be 100 yards rushing.
Yeah, you know, at the start of the game, I was worried if we were going to get any yards on the ground. It looked like Giacomo was just running straight into a wall. But ever since then, the offensive line has proved to be very, very good in opening up lanes for Giacomo to put in some work on the ground game.
1st and 10, handoff again to Giacomo, and he's going to drag the pile forward a bit up to around the 35-yard line. And that will be a gain of 7.
Looks like the Crusaders are running a little bit of time off the clock. Don't want to pass it too much now and give Dekaney a chance to pick it off, even though Fusick has been really good tonight.
And speaking of Dekaney, there is a Dekaney player down on the field, and we will once again step aside.
And we are back here. Gladly, the Dekaney player was able to be helped off the field. And Fusick here on this short second down set up by Giacomo's run.
Yep. Handoff again. No, an option. Shovel to Bryce Lanier. That'll be a first down.
Wow.
Even faked me out there. Great option play. Triple option there. Run by the Crusaders.
I thought Giacomo had that ball. Yeah, great job again by Fusick reading the defense. And, you know, option plays are difficult. A lot of responsibility goes into being able to read the defense at such a quick moment. And he made the right decision, saw the pressure he was facing, saw Bryce Lanier to his left, and just, you know, kind of pitched it to him for a gain and a first down. Fusick in the shotgun once again.
Hold Maples in motion. As he'll take it himself and slide down. A bit of a late hit there.
You know, and this drive has yet to see a pass. They've handed off to Giacomo and then also given Bryce the opportunity on some option plays to figure out what's going to work. That one, he keeps it himself. It looks like it's going to set up another short second down. And they are just rolling here, taking time off the clock and also closing in on another touchdown.
The clock keeps winding down. 1:30 left in the quarter. Crusaders just looking to grind this one out. 2nd and 1. Fusick all day to the end zone. Maples in and out of the hands. And that will be incomplete, and it will be 3rd and 1.
Yeah, good route by Maples there towards the back corner of the end zone. Just barely out of reach, right in front of our camera, as you're seeing that on the replay. Once again, we want to thank our cameramen out there tonight. Although you might not be hearing their voices, they are definitely bringing you the best footage we can offer of this game. And I hope you are enjoying the footage you are seeing, because we definitely are.
Yeah, they are definitely doing a great job as Fusick will take it himself, pump fake, and he'll go out of bounds. That will definitely be enough for a first down and a few more after.
Fusick is displaying his speed and his athleticism as he's able to evade a defender, get to the outside, and tiptoe along the sideline for that Crusader first down. And it looks like it's going to be right on the 10, so it's actually going to be 1st and goal here. Crusaders are trying to punch it in. Man, I do not remember last time that the Crusaders scored potentially over 50 points.
1st and goal to go. 1:11 left. 48-14, Jesuit on top, looking to punch it in once again. Bryce Fusick looking for his 8th passing touchdown. And timeout will be taken there.
Yeah, it looked like Coach Fikach didn't like what he saw there. Wanted to make sure he knew he had his ducks in a row, trying to set up for this touchdown. Definitely don't want to make a mistake when you're that close to a score. So good decision there to make sure everything is continuing to click. But we'll be right back after this short timeout.
Remember that our Straight Jesuit Golf Scramble, annual golf scramble, is September 17th at 1 p.m. at Quail Valley Golf Course. To register or look at more information, go to straightjesuit.org/scramble. As the Crusaders offense comes back out onto the field. Here we go. Back out there.
Fullback.
Fullback will be Thomas Jewett. And there goes Fusick, and it faked out everybody. Nobody realized what was happening, and that's his 8th all-around touchdown of the game.
Yeah, Fusick couldn't let his receivers enjoy the moment. He had to get some of that action too. And takes it himself. You see on the replay, he has Giacomo out to his left, but he reads that he can just dart for the corner, and there it is. 8th total touchdown. Fusick has had a night.
Yeah. He's done a lot with the legs here in this quarter.
Yeah, and that drive was all run. One attempted pass, high snap on the field goal. Still able to put it through. And it is 55.
Check that.
55, excuse me, to 14.
This is starting to get ridiculous, folks. They are just continuing to relentlessly put up points on the board against Dekaney, and
yeah, this third quarter, Jesuit has outscored Dekaney 21-0. So it is definitely creating such a lead that you wonder if Dekaney can even come back at all.
it also makes you wonder: are Straight Jesuit gonna maybe put in some of their backups? May we even see Mark D'Andrea come in, the backup to Bryce Fusick, maybe come in, as we're already seeing a backup kicker, Owen Baum's coming in to do the kicking duties.
Well, Max has had to kick off quite a few times tonight with all the touchdowns.
You can't help but think his leg's getting pretty tired, so you want to relieve him a little bit. And another squib kick there by the Crusaders.
Yeah, I mean, we saw in that first half that if you pin them deep and get it to one of those returners, they can take it to the house.
Yeah,
so definitely making some smart decisions. Although you give up field position, you don't create the potential of a return TD.
It definitely looked like that was their primary focus going into the half, was limiting those returners.
But, this quarter, Strake has really kept Dekaney at bay.
And
really
now we have
contained the
a
rush.
backup quarterback in, number 6, Kavion Gaskin. And there he goes down the sideline. And he will have his touchdown.
Wow.
And to cap off such a great game that he's had, Jalen Thompson runs it in. A huge touchdown there if Dekaney wants to get back into this game.
Yeah, that was quick. That definitely was a bit of a momentum shifter. And Jalen Thompson, similar to the run he had at the very beginning of the game, just takes it himself. And he has really put this team on his back and just doing whatever he can to get back into this one, but has had an exceptional night.
My guess would be he is well over 150 yards rushing. If there's been a player of the game for Dekaney, it's definitely been him. He has had quite the game.
Oh, yeah, definitely close to that 150 mark, because he had that 80 to 90-yard rush at the very beginning of the game, and that one was at least 55 yards, I believe.
Even though Dekaney scored, if you're the Crusaders, I don't really think you're too worried given the lead you have.
Yeah, now I do think that you have to continue to tell the players, especially from the coaches, that they need to continue to keep the foot on the gas pedal. You do not want to let up. As we just saw, Dekaney has the weapons to break free and get an easy touchdown. So you definitely don't want to back off and let them do that. So you want to continue to put points on the board, to be aggressive on defense, and really close this one out as the third quarter starts to close down.
As we said, both teams are searching for their first win of the season, and it is obvious that Dekaney is not going down without a fight, as Enoch Gota is back out there again, and we've seen a lot of him tonight. He is another player of the game for them. He has had, and it's going to be another touchback for Enoch Gota. He has had a night.
Yeah, that one almost landed on the track. I mean, that was just a rocket.
He almost hit it through the goalpost as well.
Yeah, and we've seen Holden Maples and Bryce Lanier. We've seen what they can do with their elusiveness, speed, athleticism. So the kicker for Dekaney has done a great job of not allowing them to get much better field position other than the 25 yards that they're given for a touchback.
Once again, out of the gun formation, we've seen it quite a lot tonight. Giacomo Valente and Bryce Lanier.
Yeah, Fusick.
Hand off to Giacomo. He'll get the edge and a little more, up to around the 30.
Yeah, Fusick has not taken a single snap under center. Continued to work out of the shotgun. And what that does is it gives him chances to not only make a pass, but then also hand it off to his running backs or receivers in motion. And so it's making it really hard for the defense to read exactly what play he's going to go with.
And if you were able to see over to the other side, on the other side stands, you can tell the Dekaney band, despite their deficit, are really getting into it. And that will be the end of the third quarter, and quite a long third quarter at that, as Jesuit outscored Dekaney 21-7 in that quarter.
Yeah, and it would have been 21-0 if it hadn't been from that late rushing touchdown for Thompson, but just really, really good job on that quarter. And, you know, if they continue to do what they do, I really do believe that they'll get their first win of the season heading into district play, which is exactly the goal for tonight. Get a really dominant win, get some confidence on both ends of the ball, and just let that, you know, be your starting point for district play.
55-21 Jesuit as the fourth quarter gets underway. As we switch sides of the field now.
Fusick. Oh, that is.
And Mark D'Andrea is now in, and really got to think that's what. Oh man, what a hit on Bryce Lanier by number 4, Brandon Joseph. He just came in and absolutely creamed Bryce Lanier. Just a really late hit there. He didn't even have the ball. No call there. I'm surprised about that.
Yeah, and you know, Mark D'Andrea, the senior, getting some touches here, and we'll see what he's made of. Haven't seen him yet this year, but given the lead, definitely Coach Fekoch wants to see what his backup can do in this situation. But I expect to see a lot of run, really trying to chew time off the clock, as you can see two backs set.
Yeah. You really want to make sure that your star quarterback doesn't get injured, especially in a game where you're up by this much. So the decision does make sense.
And there is we haven't seen very many drops this game, especially ones that are on target. But unfortunately, Raymond Carroll, number 85, the fullback, the pass goes through his hands, but pretty on target from D'Andrea for his first pass of the night.
As Max Castellanos back out there to punt once again. The first time we've seen the Crusaders punt team in quite a while.
Yeah,
since the first half.
Yeah, I mean, this is the first drive that they haven't converted, and part of that is the backups, but...
And he bobbles it, and that prevented him from making a return, as now the ball is about at the Dekaney 35.
Yeah, the Dekaney defense on that drive was impressive. Not allowing Mark D'Andrea to really open up and put the ball downfield. But part of that, I do think, is that the Strake is going to be focused more on running and really chewing off time as they're trying to close this one out, because they don't want to potentially give Dekaney an interception that allows them good field position and an easy score.
As there goes number 5, Jaden Robertson,
and
out of the Wildcat maybe.
And that interesting to go with Jaden Robertson is he's listed as a defensive back
and a wide receiver.
So he definitely can do it all, as he is now taking snaps.
We saw Kavion Gaskin out there last drive at quarterback, listed as an athlete, which means he can play a lot of positions, as there's a nice run there by Dominic Hamilton. Haven't talked about him in a while, but he's had some pretty nice carries in this game.
Yeah, he really has. And, you know, Dekaney is definitely a team with some talent, definitely a playoff level team. I just think tonight was not their night. They've had a lot of penalties. And, you know, you got to chalk it up to the Strake Jesuit defense. They have done a great job applying pressure to the quarterback, plugging up holes in the run game, and doing a great job in the pass game, which we've seen little of, although there's a late hit.
Yeah, looked like he went out of bounds. The hit came, but no call there by the referee who was standing right next to it. However, it will now be third down. Third down and 2. Looks like they are not really going with passes here, given they do have a wide receiver at quarterback right now. Handoff again, and
wow.
He will not get back to the line of scrimmage.
Wow. Impressive play right there. For, I believe that's Blake Burkhart, the junior linebacker. He's getting into the action late in this one, but wow, he just stormed right through the offensive line, forcing a 4th down and 3. Great stop there from the junior.
As they look for the call from the sideline as the play clock winds down, and it looks like they will use a timeout here.
Yeah, it just seemed like a little bit of a miscommunication. The Dekaney coaching staff wanting to make sure they know what they want to do on this 4th down. You know, even though they're down, they still want to try and chip away from this lead. But we will be right back after this short timeout.
The Straight Jewett cross-country team will compete tomorrow morning at our Straight Jewett Crusader cross-country meet at Bear Branch Park. Good luck to our runner.
Out comes the offense here on this 4th and 3. If, again, going for it at this point in the game does make sense. Let's see if they can convert. Looks like they will pass here. Interesting decision. And that will be caught. What a catch there by Ladarius Gatson.
It looks like he's limping a little bit, but what a play.
Yeah, he's had a few good plays in this game, has scored a touchdown on a similar style catch to the one we just saw.
You wonder the reason for what we haven't seen many targets on that type of play, so you know, I guess you know, it's just unfortunate that they didn't go to that type of play very often, but when they do, it is special to watch because that was a very athletic play there to set up in the red zone looking to score.
Inside the 15 now, handoff to Hamilton, and he is going to be dragged back to around the 10. And this Dekaney offense is really starting to get going. It took a quarterback change or two, but now they're really starting to get down the field quite well. Handoff to, keeper. It's a read option there. Great read option, and he is in for the touchdown.
Wow.
Score now up to 27-55, and actually, I take that back. There's a flag on the play. Let's see if it comes back.
But either way, great run, great read there. He saw the defense going with the running back, but he realized he could keep it himself and just...
And this will be coming back. It is a holding penalty. That will be 10 yards.
And that is very, very unfortunate for the Dekaney Wildcats, but a lucky break for Strake as they try and hold him here, give Mark DeAndrea the ball back. But that is heartbreaking for the Wildcats as they have to then now set up for a long 2nd down.
Indeed they do. Actually, it is 1st and 10 because 1st and 9 because of the way that play was set up. The penalty.
Long pass!
And there it is, a touch, and this time they get it. And that will be Jaden Robertson for the touchdown, and now it's 27-55.
That was actually, I believe that was thrown to Dominic Hamilton, the running back. Yes, that was.
It was.
No, it wasn't.
Yes, maybe. I can't tell. That angle.
No,
actually,
18.
Number 18,
Marcus
Marcus Monroe. We couldn't read the jersey. We're sorry, and the PA announcer kind of faked us out a little bit. But nonetheless, it's still a touchdown for Dekaney, and the extra point coming after is also good. So the Dekaney offense quickly with 14 unanswered points.
Yeah, that was a great pass from Robertson. Great route for Monroe just towards the back corner of the end zone. And, the pass game has been a little rocky for Dekaney so far, but it's picked up 2 good passes from Robertson on that drive. One to Gatson, and then after the penalty, Robertson's still able to convert with the TD.
Not too bad for someone who's listed on our roster sheet as a wide receiver and defensive back. So he must be lower on the depth chart and as listed as a quarterback, and it's just not on here. But nonetheless, it's a touchdown's a touchdown, and getting the job done is getting the job done. So as Enoch Gota is back out there once again, he has had quite the game for himself. Lanier and Maples back deep again.
Lanier and Maples have yet to actually receive the kick.
And it looks like that will actually not continue, as Bryce Lanier will make the first return of the game.
It's out of bounds.
It will be out a bit past the 10-yard line.
Right around the 14. Oh, actually, 12-yard line.
12-yard line, yes.
So a little bit of worse field position here, but we'll see. I believe they're going to keep the backup, Mark DeAndrea, in. We saw him a little bit on that last drive, but now looks like...
Actually, they will be going with... Let's see who they go with here. They will actually be going with Alex Butkin here, their third-string quarterback here.
Yeah, so it looks like they're taking this time with this lead to really try out the backups, see who works as a
bad
fumble
snap. And did he get on it is the question. He did. So he did recover.
Luckily, he recovered that. That was a little bit of a scary play. I mean, that would have set up, first and goal for Dekaney, but good job by Alex to fall back on that ball.
Second down and a loss of 6 on the play, so now that will make it second down and 16 from the 6-yard line. So now they are backed up near their goal line. You don't want to risk a safety.
Yeah, here you might just have to hand this off to Valente or Lanier. Try and get yourself out of this hole. Make sure you don't give up an easy safety.
And as you said, handoff to Valente won't, and he
loses
loses the ball again. And he kind of has trouble holding the ball, but he gets back on top of it.
That was a great recovery because he lost that ball, and I saw his hand just reach out and snag it. But that would have been an easy fumble recovery for a touchdown for the Wildcats. And the last 2 plays have been a little bit chaotic, but Strake's still trying to recover. They need to really get out of this hole because this would be a very bad punt position.
Third down and 19 from their 3 after another loss of 3 right there.
Yeah, they've lost 9 yards after the fumbled snap and then that run play. And Butkin actually is in the shotgun of his own end zone. Scary play here. He lines up for the pass.
Back, and he gets
out.
it off. And that will be caught there, and he is dragging the pile.
Wow.
He might have a first down. That is number 85.
Raymond Carroll.
And he carried the pile for the first down.
Wow.
What a play by Raymond Carroll.
Man, Butkin, that was impressive. In his own end zone, the pocket collapsing, he rolls out to his left and just throws a dime right to Raymond Carroll. Wow, that takes a lot of confidence right there, especially risking the safety, but he just shows so much poise, and then Carroll able to haul it in and drag the defender over the first down, and he gets a fresh set of down.
Reversing the play. Valente has some room now, and now he's going to juke a man or two.
Good
and
stiff
he's got
arm.
the first down and a
Whoa.
stiff arm, and he shoves the man down. However, I
Flag
think
is down. Might have been a face mask.
Yeah, that might have been on the face mask on the stiff arm by Valente.
But besides that, that was an impressive run. Valente, when he gets in the open field, is just really fun to watch. He is fast, strong. Yeah. Yeah, you can see it on the replay. Valente trying to get the stiff arm. A little bit too handsy there. And it's going to cost Strake 15 yards. Not what you want to see. Although, you know, this drive has served its purpose, really. Knocking time off the clock and seeing what Buckin is made of. And so far, I really like what I see. I mean, he's done a great job so far, especially on that third down. But here he is again in the shotgun, split back set. Lanier in motion.
Lanier goes in motion, handoff again to Giacomo, and more flags flying.
This has been a pretty penalty-driven game here. A lot on both sides. We'll see what this one is.
As we've said time and again throughout this game, this has been a game of big plays, big mistakes.
And this is another penalty against
And another first down. And, I mean, excuse me, another penalty, this time a 5-yard penalty. And now it'll be 2nd and 15.
Yeah, and you know, I just want to comment, the refs have done a great job tonight controlling the game. You know, it has been fair, it has been fun to watch, and you know, we thank them for making that happen. And they've done a great job, in my opinion.
They've only missed 1 or 2 calls, and they weren't really calls that would have affected anything. So, play flipped once again. Lanier in motion. And he's a bubble screen out to Lanier as he recovers his footing and gets some yardage back.
Yeah, that could have been bad, but good job breaking the tackle, getting to the outside, and sets up a second down.
Third down.
Sorry,
and 13.
excuse me, third down and 13. But hey, we saw Buckin convert on 3rd and 19 from the end zone, so this should be a little easier. Let's see if he's gonna pass it or gonna hand it off.
Strike Jesuit trying to grind down that clock.
And he does hand it off.
Again to Giacomo, and he'll get some nice yardage there. Not quite the first down, but running a draw like that is something that a lot of teams do on 3rd and long situations.
Yeah, it was a good job. Giacomo running it up the middle. Unfortunately, a little short. But it is actually, I believe the scoreboard is incorrect, at least in the stadium. I think it is 3rd and 2.
Yeah,
that's what you're seeing on the field.
The scoreboard did just correct itself.
And the reason that is because on the penalty, they replay the downs. So it is 3rd down, excuse us.
Hand off to Giacomo, and that will be a first down.
Wow. There is.
There is.
Xavier Rowe was slow to get up there. Glad he's all right, it looks like.
Actually, no. It looks like it's number 4 who was kind of clutching his arm or his hand.
But
now they're going to make the signal to roll the clock. 3:40 left, 55-28
yeah,
Jesuit.
I mean, when you move the chains like that, the clock is going to continue to tick. And this drive has been almost 3 minutes long. And it started with at the 12-yard line. They've gone back, forward, due to penalties and losses. But Alex Buckin has done a great job leading this possession.
Here in motion. They shovel it back to him, but that's going to be a loss.
That is, he was tackled deep in the Dekaney sideline there.
He emerges quite a kind of a loss of yards there. Yeah, a loss of 7 yards there is announced. Now it'll be 2nd down and long, and quite a long ways to go. Ball on the Crusader 39-yard line as we approach 3 minutes left in this game.
Another long play here. We'll see if they run a pass or a run. Again, split back set with Valente and Lanier. Another timeout for Strake. These are crucial plays because they do not want to give the ball back to Dekaney in time for another touchdown. They want to make sure that they can convert on this possession and continue to let the clock tick. So they want to make sure that they are set and ready to go here for this timeout.
Yeah, definitely. Crusaders and Dekaney want to kind of take their time here, even in this late stage of the game, and even with how much Jesuit is up, you still kind of want to take your time and know what you're doing. So 2nd and 17 from the 39, 3:09 left in the fourth quarter. And snap.
Buckin drops back.
As he
Scrambles
out. He's going to run for it a little bit.
Wow.
And he'll be tackled out of bounds.
Great run by Alex Buckin. He understood no receivers were open, didn't want to force it, and makes a great play. Gets them back to where they started here. And here comes Mark DeAndrea to see what he can do on this 3rd down.
Quick quarterback change to Mark D'Andrea. The 2nd string quarterback as he drops back and throws, and that will be an interception.
Number
Picked
42.
At 42, and he'll be dragged down there by a multitude of players, mainly number 20, Andrew Parks.
Good job by Andrew Parks getting back on that interception. And looks like that was targeted for 84. Chico hold across the middle, just didn't get it high enough over 42. Great play.
Looked like Giacomo Valente was also in there to make the tackle.
Good job by Anton Jones on that interception. And hey, Dekaney with another chance here.
Yeah, they could make this thing a lot more close for comfort than Strake Jesuit may have thought would happen in this stage of the game. Strake Jesuit has not scored since the 3rd quarter.
Dominic Hamilton with the handoff.
And as we can hear next to us, the reactions of the Dekaney coaches have changed from not too happy with their team's performance to a little more favorable as the game has gone on, considering they have been playing better and better as the game has gone on. We've seen quite a bit of improvement, especially after halftime.
Yeah, no, Dekaney has definitely took what they saw from the first half, made some adjustments, but there is a big play.
And a bunch of guys in, mainly number 38, Joey Garcia, in there again for his 2nd sack of the game.
Yeah, Will Watchell was also present there. The display by the defensive line tonight has been exceptional. Multiple sacks and just putting so much pressure on the quarterbacks of Dekaney. It's been really fun to watch these guys really get around and control the line of scrimmage.
3rd and 12. Back to pass, and just underthrown and complete. Pass intended there for Ladarius Gatson, who's made a few big plays in this game.
Great job by the junior Gabe Hejok with staying with Gatson and making sure he does not catch that in the end zone. Great job knowing the balance between contact and pass interference. He didn't just let Gatson, run all over him. He made sure he was present, he was active, made sure he could not make a play on the ball, and that was exactly what was intended. And now, even after that interception, the Strike Jesuit defense comes out, gets a stop, and they're going to get the ball back.
Indeed, but it looks like there may be a call the referee may be making here as he's conferring with the officials.
Looks like there's a little bit of a timeout here. But it will be 4th down and long for Dekaney, but it looks like they're going to go for it, I believe, which, why wouldn't you? Because it's kind of hard to punt from here. Oh, excuse me, they're
going for a field goal. I mean, I would think that Gota would make this, given how long his kickoffs have been.
This is a 45-yarder.
And
off
the crossbar, just short. Great effort there by Gota. However, flags fly in.
That was just right off the crossbar. Looked like it might bounce in, but just off on a 45-yarder. Pretty impressive in high school. Oh, and it is actually a penalty on
5-yard penalty, and looks like Gota will get another shot.
But it'll be from 5 yards closer.
This will be a 41-yard field goal. Much easier
than 46. I mean, if he can do what he did, he'll put it right through. Let's see what he does.
And
kick is
with plenty of room. He missed it. He had plenty of leg, but he just got it right out of the left upright.
Yeah, it looked like he pulled it there. Man, but he has a leg. He has displayed that all night. Very good kicking from him. Glad to see those special teams guys getting involved and sharing some of the spotlight. The finishing touches being put on this game with little under 90 seconds to be played here. This will likely be the final drive as Bryce Fusik is in victory formation.
Yep, back out there looking to just kneel it out and send us home.
What a game for Fusik. I mean, one for the ages for this guy. I mean, a great game for him. 7 touchdown passes. We don't have the exact yardage for him, but I mean, Thomas, what would you expect?
I would say he had at least 350 yards to 400 yards passing. Yeah. And I mean, he showed off his legs near the end. I'd say he got at least 75 there. 7 passing touchdowns, 1 rushing touchdown, 8 overall. And you got to give it to these receivers. They did their job. And even though he didn't run it in at all, you got to give it to Giacomo Valente. Over 100 yards rushing.
He took, I completely agree. He took all the carries tonight.
Is going to do it. Snap at exactly 40 seconds. And the next time we will see you will be homecoming, October 1st.
Yeah, but tonight was exceptional celebration. Coach Fikaj getting water dumped on him. And it's the first win of the game.
Season.
So much fun here tonight. A huge win. And that's going to be it. 55-28. Your Fighting Crusaders into the game on top with the exceptional performance from everyone. And don't forget, Landon Foltz and Will Turboff will hit you with the post-game here. I believe it'll be in the studio. I do not see
down on the field, possibly. We'll see.
But make sure you tune in. They'll
down
give
on
you.
The field.
Yes, they will be down on the field. And they will give you really good post-game analysis, and we'll send it back down to them. For Jackson Amorosa and Thomas Hatfield,
we'll see you next time at homecoming, October 1st. We'll see you there.
Reporting live at the end of the Straight Jesuit football game. It ended up being a Straight Jesuit victory, 55-28, and as you can probably hear behind me, the band is playing right now. We had 7 touchdown passes from Bryce Fusick throughout the game, and another run in by Bryce Fusick himself, which we haven't confirmed yet, but it may be a record for most touchdowns scored by an individual player and contributed by him in one game. Dekaney, what? No audio? Give me the other mic. Is this one working? Ask him. Am I good? Okay. Did anything get hit? Okay. This is Landon Foltz reporting live at the end of the Straight Jesuit Dekaney game. The final score ended up being 55-28 with 8 touchdowns contributed by Bryce Fusick. 7 were passing and 1 he ran in himself. As you can probably notice, I'm not joined by Will Turboff right now. We're trying to get an interview with a player and a coach at the end of the game. Final score ended up being 55-28, and we haven't confirmed it yet, but it may be an all-time record for scoring by a single player at Straight Jesuit. Dekaney put up a good fight, especially in the final quarter, and they were in the lead for a little bit in the first quarter, but Straight Jesuit just had an amazing second and third quarter, and overall, Straight just ran away with it at that point. And here comes Will Turboff now with Bryce Fusick for the interview. I'm going to hand it over to Will now. Thank you.
Huge win for your Straight Jesuit Fighting Crusaders. And look who I have with me. The man of the hour, the man of the night. Bryce Fusick. Bryce, 8 total touchdowns.
That mic doesn't work.
I'm going to say it again.
No, that mic doesn't work.
I've got Bryce Fusick here. We're not exactly sure what the mic situation is. 55-28, you told me 500 yards before the game. You didn't even play the fourth quarter, really. Did this game surpass your expectations?
This was a great game, great team win. I'm really proud of our O-line. Everyone came together. I'm like I said, 7 touchdowns passing from 6 different receivers. We got guys that can catch the ball, and we're going to be a force to reckon with this year.
Like you said, 7 passing touchdowns to 6 different guys. There's not that many receivers on this team. What can you say about the chemistry and the relationship that you develop with each one of them?
We've been working hard all summer. We've been on our grind. O-line's been working.